in space, superhero vibes, yo. Put your lights up if you wanna go. Close your eyes now and chase the sun. We gotta move, follow the tempo. Gotta take it ice, we gotta let it roll. There's 100 different ways how to spend up all your day. We're gonna make waves. Part of the new wave. We're gonna make waves. Part of the new ice, we gotta let it go. There's 100 different ways how to spend up all your day. We're gonna make waves out of the new day. We're gonna make waves out of the new day. We're gonna make waves. We're gonna make waves. Put your hands up if you want more. We let the beat rock across the dance floor. We gotta move. Where did the time go? Lost in space, superhero vibes, yo. Put your hands up if you wanna go. Close your eyes now and chase the sun. We gotta move. Follow the tempo. Gotta take it ice. We gotta let it go. There's 100 different ways how to spend up all your day. We're gonna make waves out of the new day. We're gonna make waves out of the new day. We're gonna make waves. We're gonna make waves. If you want more, we let the beat rock across the dance floor. We gotta move. Where did the time go? Lost in space, superhero vibes, yo. Put your hands up if you wanna go. Close your eyes now and chase the sun. We gotta move. Follow the tempo. Gotta take it ice. We gotta let it go. There's 100 different ways how to spend up all your day. We're gonna make waves out of the new day. We're gonna make waves out of the new day. We're gonna make waves. We're gonna make waves. Put your hands up if you want more. We let the beat rock across the dance floor. We gotta move. Where did the time go? Lost in space, superhero vibes, yo. Put your hands up if you wanna go. Close your eyes now and chase the sun. We gotta move. Follow the tempo. Gotta take it ice. We gotta let it go. There's 100 different ways how to spend up all your day. We're gonna make waves out of the new day. We're gonna make waves out of the new day.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the PUBG Mobile European Wonder League Day 3 of Phase 2. I'm host Netra, and I am joined by Majesty. How are you tonight, Majesty?
Hello again. Good, thanks. And yourself?
Yeah, doing good, doing good. Excited to see what the next 5 games have in store for us this evening. We had some great games last night, of course. We had Dagestan moving in, or not really moving anywhere except up, continuing their lead there with 3 wins out of the 5. And then we had Game Lord coming all the way into second place with their win as well. And who won the Erangel? I can't remember who won the Erangel last night. Do you remember, Majesty?
Which
It's
one?
escaped me just now. The second Erangel.
That was Game Lord, wasn't it? And then Bonfire with Sanhok?
Bonfire with Sanhok, right. I was thinking Game Lord won Sanhok for some strange reason, which is not the case. So, yeah, there we go. That's what it was, right? Of course. So, yes, we did have Bonfire winning that Sanhok as well. So, we're going to be getting into those games very shortly. Before that, though, let's talk very, very quickly about our sponsor for this event. We do have a KG Shop in a link in the description below. So, while we wait for those games to start up, you can, of course, go ahead and check out that link. They are a trusted platform for topping up your gaming accounts. Get the UC for your PUBG Mobile account with them because it's cheaper, faster, and safer. And there's great deals always to be guaranteed. So go ahead and grab that while you can, while we wait for these teams to come on in. Going back to the games, though, I mean, what have we got in store for us tonight? Because I'm looking at this first Erangel coming up, and Group B will not be with us this evening.
Yes, that means first game rest for Blacklight and family. Who else is in that group? Let me just have a quick look. It's the Vias team who had a good day yesterday as well, actually, and Humble Dolls resting in the first game there. There we go. As we're just talking about the groups, there we go. Just on time, there is your Group A. We'll go through these teams once again, just in case you're joining us for the first time. We got Group A there, Far Voice Gaming, Rook, Eternal, Game Lord, Sirens, and Gemi Bassi Esports. Group B, we just went through them. Blacklight, Family, Vias Team, and Humble Dolls. Group C, we have Livion Eternity, Dagestan, Fate Esports, and Besiktas Esports. Group D is our ARG Angels. We have Bonfire Esports Female, Team 812, and the Gangster Girls. And our final group is Group E. That will be Infinite Respect Esports, Virtual Gaming Squad, and KYS Inferno.
What a lineup. And we've been seeing such fun things from them far. We are now on day 3. So we've had 10 games from these girls so far. And it has just looking really, really good for everybody concerned. It's just been looking really, really nice, really fun, and still so close. I mean, we were talking about this last night where you saw a couple of teams really make some headway, but overall, everybody stick very much together, keeping it very close. I mean, we're still seeing a lot of ties in those points, and 3rd to 10th place is only a 6-point difference. So when you're talking about only the top 10 going through to finals, it's very, very dicey.
Yeah, and I feel like that top 10 edging a little bit further away from the other 10 teams. But again, we're not even halfway through yet, so all still to come from tonight. There we are. We are in phase 2. You can see there till the 2nd of March. That is until Thursday. That will be our last night of phase 2. And then following Monday, the 6th of March, we will start our finals for that prize pool of $4,000 and 200,000 UC.
What a prize pool that is. I mean, we get better and better with every season, don't we? I mean, we had quite a good prize pool coming in for season 1, and this has just upped the ante significantly now with this new prize pool for season 2. So it's all fitting for the women's side of things. You love to see the kind of involvement of more official tournaments and more recognition go over to these girls, because man, have they provided such a show for us so far. I mean, we've loved it, the chat's loved it, everybody's loved it, so it's been a really great time so far. What we're going to see tonight, though, I don't know. Just on sitting at 4 wins. Everybody else has each, and Dagestan 4. I mean, it's been pretty crazy for them. Will they be able to keep that momentum up though coming into today?
Yeah, yesterday was insane, winning 3 out of their 4 games. Whether they can continue that on for today, who knows? Possibly they are a strong team, so
Yeah.
I would, I probably will predict them at some point tonight to win a game. So I think they'll probably just keep extending that lead. But I just had a quick look at the overall rankings, and we mentioned Blacklight yesterday when they missed that game. So they missed a game, played their rest. They only made, I think, 9 points yesterday. So they only gained 9 points, but they're still sitting in 3rd place.
Yes.
So
that's crazy.
That shows how much, obviously, they had a great first, only gaining 9 points yesterday and still in 3rd place.
Yeah.
So literally one good day. You saw Game Lord as well yesterday, storming through. So just one good day, it changes everything for these teams.
It really does. I mean, we could be seeing a lot of changes coming through in day 3, of course, was the kind of comeback day for Game Lord. We saw a lot of good stuff coming in from them. Who's it going to be this time, though? Who's today's champion, honestly? Because I mean, it was kind of 2 teams, wasn't it, yesterday? It was Dagestan and Game Lord. Dagestan because they won 3 out of their 4 games. They got 130-odd points in like 2 games, whatever, or 50 points in 2 games. Game Lord coming in from like 16th up to 2nd in 3 games. But who's it going to be today? That's what I want to know. Are we going to see one of these lower ranked teams actually come through and really get into that top 5 really dramatically? I kind of want to know if that's going to be going on. I'm excited.
Yeah, it could hit anybody's day today if you're feeling good to bring it on, and hopefully we'll have the same aggressiveness, and it just felt like a really nice day last night as well.
It did.
It was really fun, jam-packed full of all sorts going on. So fingers crossed tonight we'll have some new teams doing the same things.
Yeah, I mean, I want to see it. I want to see it. And our prediction kind of battle going on, Majesty. We're at 2-1 so far. Are you going to overtake me tonight?
I'm not sure. Do you know what? We weren't bad yesterday because we actually predicted 3 out of 5.
We did.
We got 3 out of 5 right. So maybe we're getting a little bit better.
Yeah, I agree.
Probably not. Probably just a fluke. But my first prediction tonight, I'm going to go with Besiktas for the first game.
Okay.
That's going to be my first Erangel prediction of tonight.
Nice. Love that team. And they did do really well last night coming into that first Erangel. They were doing some really cool stuff. They were being very aggressive. They had quite high kill count, if I remember correctly, at the end of that game. I think they came in like 5th or 6th maybe, but with like 10 eliminations. So it was a really good game off the start of the day. So yeah, that's a good shout. I like that. Who am I with, though? Because we can't match. So who's out? Blacklight, Arm Family, Vice, and Humble. Okay. So coming into this one, let's not do Group A for now. We did Group A a lot last night. So I'm gonna go, I think, instead KYS. I want to see them do something coming into tonight. They're currently in, let's see, 7th position with 52 points, so they're not that far off that top 3, only 4 points for them. You got quite a few teams ahead of them, though. Gamabasi, Respect, Blacklight, and Besiktas to get kind of to that top 3. So there's some big teams in front of them, but they've been doing so well. I mean, yesterday was a slightly off day for them comparatively to what we saw in day 1. But overall, they've been doing really, really well in phase 2. So yeah, I'm hoping for them to come through here for tonight.
Nice. That's 2 strong teams to get us started. Yeah, just avoiding that Group A prediction for now. I'm sure
for now.
We'll pick at some point, but Besiktas and KRS Inferno. Let's go game 1 Erangel. I think we're just waiting to get on that flight now and see where we're going to be headed.
Yeah, absolutely. We are just waiting on that, as is chat. Hi, chat. I do see you down there. All just wait for this game to get going. We got a lot of support here for us. Yeah, good. And while I got you here, everybody, I do want to just point out very, very quickly that there will be some UC codes coming up into onto your screens randomly during a match while we're on air this evening. So there's a total of 7,800 UC to be given out. So you need to go to the Redemption Center on the official website and add your details with the UC code. You know the drill. If you've won one of these before, you know how it works. But those codes will be coming up fairly randomly throughout the games here tonight. So keep your peepers peeled for those. I think you'll want to see some of this UC coming through here. It's going to be really nice.
Yeah, we did see them pop up last night in a couple of random times as well, right at the final.
Yeah.
So yeah, do stick. They could come up at any point. So do stick around and watch these games.
Oh, a new animation I haven't seen. Oh, I like that.
Oh,
nice.
Fancy now, aren't we?
Literally. Oh my
I feel
goodness.
like this is like
nice.
some VR things here. I feel like I'm about to get on the plane as well and look out the window.
I know. Wow, that's nice. I like that. I think everybody's going to like that when they see it. Do remember there is a 5-minute delay on the stream. I think it's 5 minutes. So that's why some things will not be quite adding up just yet. So you'll be seeing all that in a little bit. You'll be hearing all this in a little bit as well. But yeah, we are going to just be waiting for that map to show up.
Yeah, just waiting for our flight path now, see where we're going to be headed. Maybe just a little delay, but should be there shortly. These things happen with boarding time, so nothing new for us or for anybody else who's joined us before.
That is true. When you arrive at the airport, always expect a couple of delays. They're going to happen. So here we go. We've got it, and we've got our zone as well. Oh, we got a nice southern zone. And how complementary is that zone to that flight path? That's something we don't see very often at all, Majesty.
Yeah, dead pretty much over the center of the flight path too. So they've been very fortunate in this first game. The zone flight path going their way.
Is indeed. So is the zone looking good for both of our predictions here? I am seeing Besiktas there onto the very northern side of that. I'm seeing KYS going over to that school area as well. So far, all good. I think Besiktas may just decide to go the way. It's not too far from zone, and they got a few minutes. They may decide to just go over there. But that side's looking very, very busy. I'm really excited for this, actually, because that western side is so underutilized because the zone doesn't really use that area at all. And it's such a dynamic play from, you got so many really cool spots on it. So it's really nice to see teams situate themselves right there from the beginning. They're not being there, they just kind of go there, and we get to have pretty much the entire game on that western.
Yeah, looking forward to a good start. And that eastern side, though, there's a couple of teams over on the island, so they might have an easier first few zones there going across the eastern bridge, and maybe find a surprise that no one else is really there yet. You can see there just farm, Milton area all clear.
Absolutely. Now we got Far Voice Gaming on this side as well. They're just going to be looting on up. Now, Far Voice is a team that did really, really well in Phase 1. If I'm remembering correctly, they were quite high up on that leaderboard coming in to Phase 2 here. But so far, the last couple of days have not been great for them. They've struggled just a bit. They're currently sitting on 29 points in 15th place. So this is a team that probably starting today are really looking to have a bit of a comeback. Could be one of those teams we do see. You know, we were talking about having which teams kind of are wanting to go forward and have the kind of Game Lord day. Today, I think Far Voice are pretty much in the running for that because we've seen them be so strong before. A couple of rough days, we know what they can come and bounce back as.
Yeah, I remember Far Voice very well from Phase 1. They were that team who actually came through on the very last day to put themselves in contention with top 3, and we thought, could they actually do it? They were one of those teams just in the last day there. So maybe they're kind of a team, you know, they take a few days to get into it, get into opposition, then maybe the last day or two, they'll start to pull up. So yeah, maybe today we'll see the start of that comeback from them.
Yeah, I mean, that would be great. That would be great. I'd love to see that. And Gangster Girls as well. Looking, another team kind of looking for that. Levion, we've seen some good things from Levion. But at the moment, these two are going to be stuck in this age-old battle. They keep coming back to Fairy Pier again and again, trying to oust the other. So far, Levion have only won one of those fights. I think they dropped a little too late in some of the other fights, and Gangster Girls were just way too looted up for them. At the moment, it looks a little bit more even. In fact, we've lost Amy already for Gangster Girls. It's actually in the favor of Levion right now.
Yep, no team wanting to give up Ferry Pier, it looks like, and they're quite happy to just drop on each other every time. So, they get this initial engagement straight away every game because neither of them thinks, why not? We're not backing down. They're not backing down. Let's just keep going. And we just see there real quick, Kimka has gone down this time for Livion. So Kimka down there, see where her teammates are situated, see if she can get some support and get picked back up. Looks like someone's already headed there towards her. So a second to get her revived, and Gangster Girls get that knock, but not looking to make any urgent push there. So just sticking with where they are for now.
Yeah, and that makes sense from Gangster Girls. They're not going to try and push that at all, really. It was something really to distract and kind of get kind of an advantage going, but there was nothing they could really do to act with the Savion's got and the positioning that Gangster Girls have got. I don't think it's worked at all. They've got too much cover on both sides that Gangster Girls don't want to leave that, and they certainly can't push up on Levion because they can't get any of those knocks in transit. They'd have to rely on that one knock, but you still got two up looking at you, and it's all open over there. So it was not going to push for Gangster Girls. It was just one of those things of you could get the knock, so you kind of got it and put them, just show them off for a second and then carry on about your day. So yeah, it's not really act on here.
All quiet elsewhere so far. Just having a look at team 22. There is KOS Inferno. That's Neptura's first prediction for tonight. So just have a quick look at them. Switching to Rook now. Rook also they've got a full squad today. So one up from we saw them play a few games yesterday as a trio. So nice that they've got a full squad in today.
Indeed, I think we were missing Sonder last night, if I'm not mistaken. So looking pretty nice now that she's back. They got a good position as well in zone. There's not that many teams down to the south side, so they'd be good to go for a while. In terms of act, they might want to have a little bit, but yeah, Livion have actually moved out of Fairy Pier here, or starting to at least. So that of action coming in for come over that hill if they choose to do so. But really, it's only a couple of these teams on the southern side that would go past them. So it depends on what they want, but overall, it's a good spot.
Yep, Livion there, just moving slightly out of Fairy Pier, switching to Infinite. I think they're not too far away from Fairy Pier. I think we could see one of their players. Who is this driving past?
I think that's
Who is
Game Lord.
that doing the sneaky drive by? There you go, coming back into that mini map. Actually going very slow.
I know.
Doesn't seem like they're driving very fast, so maybe just having a look around. And there you go. There comes another one in the bottom of that map as well. Lisa just driving past too. So wonder if they will keep on driving or whether they might have a look down here onto this compound.
I think they've kept... Oh, well, hang on. They look like they're kind of doing a little bit of a wraparound. But I think at this point, for Game Lord especially, I would be looking for them to be favoring position right now, prioritizing the zone, getting a good spot for the later game. They've got their points. They don't need the individual kill points. They don't need the risk that initial fight could put them in. And they're at 70 points right now, opposed to 56 in third place. So, yeah, I think I would, if I were Game Lord right now, I would use today to just really be consistent, go play for the late game, and not really encourage too many super early fights. Yep,
sounds like a good plan for them. If any of friends get a chance to hear Chura there, as Kai there just spraying out onto team 8-12, driving past Gatka, and looks like we're in this zone though, over in Gatka, and I think it's, if I'm not mistaken, Virtual Gaming won that game last time that they were in Gatka. Can't even speak already. Game 1. There we go, Gatka.
Yeah, there you go.
If the zone sticks with them, could be another good game from them. As first look at Respect there, quickly going to 8-12. I think we can see Bonfire just to the right hand side as well. So getting to see these things for the first time for Taba there, shooting her straight out the vehicle. As Dahyuha there gets eliminated from the game, and 8-12 there picking up their first point.
Yeah. Yes, they are indeed, and that's a great point for them. Remember, teammate 12 right now currently sitting at 20 points in 15th place overall, so or rather 18th place overall if we count the other group. 15th here, of course, since we do not count the group that is missing, Group B here on the leaderboard. But still, they got 20 points. They could use a few more, so that's going to be a nice little boost there. Fire Voice, I like position. Do I? I've suddenly changed my mind. It's a fine position, but with ARG right on top of that hill like that, if they come down even just a little bit, Fire Voice are going to be completely sandwiched between them, and I think that's 8-12 up there on the other side of the hill. They could be in some big trouble if they're not careful. It's just a bit too of a low ground for my personal taste, but they seem to be okay, and they seem to be making it work, so let's see.
Yeah, just got a little bit of damage there onto Chloe with Infinite. It's Infinite, that team that's behind them, and they look like they don't want to stay there now. Actually, you can see their vehicles just driving off. So they've decided they don't want to stay there, and that's a bit of a good thing for Fire Voice, who only have the one side to focus on at the moment.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's great for Fire Voice right now. And good for Infinite as well. I mean, I could see why they probably wouldn't want to waste their ammo in a fight like that. There was nothing that was really going to be happening because of it. So, yeah, I can see that would be the play to make. Rook have moved up to that hill. A good preemptive play. You don't want to kind of get stuck in the compound if you have a team right on top of you like that. So, nice to see them being proactive with that push up onto the hillside there, and they got some pretty good eyes on Gimabasi right now.
Yep, who do we have here? Gangster Girls, who I think just Myrna on her, and then she wants to pull away real quick to her teammates, because there is a team right behind her, and it's Besiktas Athena. They're going down. Besiktas that pulling onto that compound that was with Myrna. So Myrna decided to go back. Now that the revive is happening, is she going to push in here? She's going to go with a nade first. That nade is going to go straight. I think it might be. It's bounced off though. I thought maybe it was went a little bit too far, but it bounced off the side, and it knocks Zeros and Athena there. And so yeah, great little bounce there. She was fortunate to get that bounce as Facia goes down as well for Besiktas and Gangster Girls. There, taking out Zeros as well, just getting eliminated, and Yildiz, I believe, is the last player for Besiktas.
Oh no, that does not bode well for your prediction, Majesty. What a shame, because they were looking super good last night for that initial initial Erangel coming in there. So that's a bit of a shame coming in there. But hey, it's really good for the Gangster Girls. They're going to get a really nice 3 points on top of it. So looking good.
Yeah, never great with my predictions, especially the first game. I don't think I've ever got the first game before.
It's really hard to do that.
Will actually be our first team eliminated there. Fates Esports eliminated. And Gimabasi in trouble now too. We have lost Nada. Melina is down as well. And this is Game Lord Sirens wanting to follow on from their amazing comeback yesterday, putting the pressure on Gimabasi next.
My goodness me. Yes, they do indeed. Jet zone there. The zone's gone down to the... But very quickly, there's the code. Everybody, get to the code very quickly. There it is. Get that code to official website ASAP. And let them go ahead and
That's the second one. That's another one.
Oh,
the
it's another
first
one.
was 1800 UC, and that one was 600. So an 1800 and a 600. That's a lot of UC. I want that too.
I know.
That's a lot.
That is.
Lovely nade from Sonder there, flying in onto Reem of the virtual squad. Missed all that amazing UC giveaway. We've got some more fights happening down here. And Sonder there with that 1 point for Rook Eternal in this first game, and Virtual Gaming there. Actually had a good day yesterday too. Kind of a little bit goody for them about the Sanhok, because they were looking good in that game. And zone coming in now at 6 seconds to go.
Yeah, is indeed as we go into stage 4. So the game's actually gone very, very quickly. Oh, Sonder being the Grenadier. There we go. I can never say that one right. But I took notes from yesterday when you were saying it, Majesty. So now, thank you for that. I can pronounce that correctly. I always want to say Grenadier or something silly, but there you go. Oh, but making a push here. Love the angles they've tried to get over on Virtual Gaming Squad.
Yep, Opium down there to the nade of PMEWL. Logica with that vector first person coming in, and we've got down Sonder is down. Kai goes down though to Logica, so it's back and forth right now. Opium is eliminated, and also in the kill feed Bonfire there with that sniper in our kill feed. As I think who do we have? Oh, it's Respect there. Respect as Masara. I think, is she the last one up for Virtual Gaming, or is there a duo? Is there someone else? I think, but we can only see Masara right now as Rook just get their knocked player picked back up, and there we go. I think that is Virtual Gaming Squad out. She was a solo there, the last player.
Yes, indeed. Oh, that's a really nice nade. Goes on to Shaima, and Delicia does get the first elimination for KYS. Let's see what they got. They're outside of zone right now. They're fighting their way inside, but G getting third-partied as well. Yeah, by Bonfire. So they go out, not quite out yet, but they are down to a duo, and you got Bonfire on the other side. That's a tough spot for ARG to be in right now.
Yeah, Bonfire were appearing a lot in that kill feed there, and they've managed to pick up 2 eliminations from all of that. As you just see, ARG moving down into zone now. Quickly going to go over to 8-12, and Kitty here looking at Farvoice just inside this zone as well. So we've got a few teams just hanging on the edge. We're trying to find a way in. And that will not be the way to go unless Kitty wants to push on foot straight into Farvoice Gaming there. Yep, and Nilsu is the player with this sniper with KYS now. Kowalski, she's made Kowalski very, very low. One more shot and she will be down, but it's now Respect in trouble. Dynasty is down. That's Game Lord coming in as well. So Game Lord chasing now, taking out Logica of Rook. Between them, Sonder's gone down to Lisa as well, and that is Rook Eternal eliminated too. So we've just lost 2 teams quickly there. And 8-12 still outside this zone, outside of Farvoice Gaming, and Dagestan coming in. Dagestan a little bit quieter in this first game. I don't think we've seen them yet in our kill feed, as Gemibasi will be eliminated in 12th place.
My goodness. Down now. Have we actually gone to that ferry pier area? Not quite. We're down to the south or the southeast of Quarry. So, okay, it has centered up around these hills. What an interesting game this is going to turn out to be with these hills. They're so, so cool. I always love when a game goes this way onto these hills. It's a really tough time for teams, though, I gotta be honest. It's bad. Especially when it goes continuing onto those hills. I think it's centered up over those little areas that, what's it called? Things, never mind, honey's going down.
That nade coming in there from just as she got knocked, the nade landed on Fitarbra and does take her down, and that zone is in, and we're going to be fighting outside of it again as Any Light in a bit of trouble there. And we've seen a lot of Game Lord in the kill feed already. They look like they want to continue from yesterday, and I wouldn't be surprised if they've nearly got double-digit kills already, because they've had a few. And there we go, Dagestan seeing them in the kill feed now, taking down ARG Angels. So they're coming in, and eliminate them in 11th place.
Wow, it's just all going down now. Bonfire making their way in. KYS trying to make their way in, but getting shut down by Gucci over there. Oh my goodness, that's going to be one going down there. So they're going to be down to a duo at the end of that. Looks like, no, they're down one. Yeah, it's down to 0 at the moment. KYS having a really hard rotation, but 8-12 not keeping it together. Diablo with that spray, that little nasty angle coming in there. 8-12 going to go out.
Yep. And KYS will quickly follow. That's Nepture's prediction. Eliminated. Infinite now pushing on to Far Voice down in this compound. It looks like Infinite split right now because they've got the team outside of them. As Simba there taking down Amelia. Oh, she will go down there. Unfortunately, it is Lisa. Yeah, they've got a 2-2 there. And who are they keeping out on the side of the zone? It is Bonfire. So they've got 2 squads that they're dealing with as 2 players focus on each. And here's our first look at Dagestan with 6 eliminations after eliminating ARG. Yatem getting the knock on Honey. So Game Lord are racking up those eliminations again. Just straight following on. There we go. Honey confirmed. Kimka goes out to Game Lord just outside zone as well. And top 8 teams now. Who do we have here? Sato Nova with she's got plenty of them to use. She has 7 left as Goksu goes down to her teammates Molotov. We've had a bit of an accident for Bonfire.
Oh dear.
And I think this could be a good spot for Dagestan, just overlooking Bonfire and Infinite, both teams there, as our next zone is closing in.
Isn't it just stage 6 and only 21 remaining? This has been a brutal mid-game for most of these teams. Seeing a lot of gray over on that leaderboard. Oh, but you know, these teams just fighting it out. Oh, but Benedictus, Yildiz, she's trying. She gets the one. Can she get the other?
Can she go 2v1 right now? No, she will be eliminated by Game Lord, who they do have those double digits. They've got 11 eliminations so far, with still plenty of players left to keep that going. And Kumsil now, last one up for Bonfire, who are having a great start to their night as well. 5 eliminations. And it is Chloe there for Infinite. We've both got to do a bit of healing here, so who can heal quicker? Chloe decided not to finish healing. She's jumped up, which gives Kumsil the opportunity. No, she hasn't finished healing either. She's only got bandages. She's only got bandages left. She doesn't have a full med kit. Can she see her now while she's reviving? Has she got the information from her teammates of where she is? She does, and that will be Infinite eliminated there. And no, she can't get Gucci. If I was going to say, can she get her player up? But no. Bonfire will quickly follow from the elimination by Dagestan. So top 4, and Game Lord there we've seen coming out again. They're doing a bit of a Dagestan right now from yesterday. So these 2 teams both in it still. Livion eliminated in 4th. Ellie going off now. Dagestan want to push up. Actually, they're coming. No chill from these 2 teams. Our top 2 at the moment in the overall standings. Just going for each other now. I'm feeling a bit like not too worried about kind of where they come. Neptura just happy to fight each other and see how it goes. As Ellie goes down there to 1 tap. Yatem going to use those smokes, and I think it's Respect who we have, who is that 3rd team. You can see them there at the top of the zone. They might get forgotten about as that nade comes in from 1 tap, taking out Lisa as well. And I feel like Respect will have a chance there to revive their teammate, because Game Lord and Dagestan only focused on each other right now. 1 tap has gone down to Diablo. Diablo was the last player up, and it will be Dagestan 16 eliminations to take out Game Lord Sirens. And are we a fool for not backing Dagestan? I didn't want to pick them on purpose. I was trying to pick some different teams that I haven't yet, but there we go. Can the duo of Respect they had a chance there to come in the top two with the other two teams pretty much, Dagestan just pulled up onto Game Lord.
Yeah.
And it will be a 1v4 now. As you can see, all the Dagestan players are going to drive straight into Celine. Can she get any from this? She will be run over for the final elimination, and that will be game one going to Dagestan. And we've said that many times already.
We have. We have. I mean, that is the fourth time we are calling Dagestan the winners in 6 games. I mean, just insane results coming in from them. What a game that was. And it's something you love to see when they get to that end game and they kind of get in their heads that, yeah, we've won this and we're going to win this. And they just start pushing. I mean, that push onto Game Lord, they had zero really reaction time left to them. Dagestan just had them down, and then right onto Respect. They knew there was a soul and they just pushed. They didn't wait around. They didn't mess about. They were ready to take that win for themselves. It's really, really fun to watch them play when they zone. And 18 eliminations. I mean, that's nearly 30 points now.
Yeah, I'm feeling like just take the day off, girls. Just take the day off. Let everybody else play, maybe get a win, catch up, and then come back for the rest of the days in. But no, great, just fantastic from Dagestan. And Game Lord too are definitely following on from their success yesterday. So these two teams, I think we're going to see them pull away even further today.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that. Game Lord looking really, really good. It's really nice when you see a team that is able to bring that momentum forward to the next day. Sometimes that's hard to do. So they definitely have so far, at least. They're looking really good in this Erangel. Looking really good for the next Miramar, perhaps. We shall have to see. But yeah, 11 eliminations going over to Game Lords for a total of 16 points. So some very, very decent pointage going their way over on this Erangel game. And Bonfire as well, coming in with 10 points, and Respect and Levy 7. There's some great points there for Levion.
Yeah, nice start for these girls. And 11 eliminations for Game Lord, 7 there, and then spreading out through those other teams. But yeah, good start to our day 3 there. Match 1 over.
Match over already. Yeah, KYS, unfortunately, one of those things where they were at the very they went to pretty much the end of the game and they only got 1 point. That's just how it happens, unfortunately. Virtual Gaming Squad are the same thing. A lot of teams with only a few points, but points are points. One tap, and Rose, though, coming back into it, doing it all over again. 8 eliminations for 1 tap, and Rose has 6. Yatem in there, Game Lord with 5. Kumsal in there with Bonfire, or for Bonfire with 4, and then Myrna for Gangster Girls with 3 as well. So look very, very nice.
Yeah, it was nice from Myrna, that decision. She started to pull away from that compound when you saw Besiktas were there. She had information from her team, I've knocked 1, so she pulled back, and that nade, she had such a good, she's so lucky that nade bounced. Obviously she threw it and it bounced, hit the side. Don't know if it hit the wall or the vehicle, and just bounced and landed right on them. It was so unfortunate for Besiktas, because if it had been a straight throw, obviously it would have gone in the wrong direction. But I would love to know if it was intentional. It would have been very, very clever to get that bounce back right onto them and get those eliminations there.
Totally.
And here is our first eliminations and damage graph of the night. Look at those first 3 teams, though. And Dagestan just keep going and going and going. I mean,
don't they?
Just phenomenal effort in the last few games in Game Lord as well. I'm racking up some very, very strong damage as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Bonfire doing some really good work with those 7 points as well. I think that was for a total of 11 points, and Bonfire are currently in 10th place with 50 points. So yeah, that's going to do them very, very well indeed. I think we're looking at a pretty big up in these overalls. Yes, Bonfire in 4th. Respect in 3rd. Wow. Then we got Blacklight going down to that 6th place, and Gimabasi down to 7th. But KYS, they're down to 8th because they were down in 6th. So those 2 teams, Respect and Bonfire, having a very good start to their day.
Yeah, and we'll see. Keep an eye on maybe 11th to like 15th. They're in their 30s, so 20 points behind 10th. So there's a few teams still there from 11 following down that got to do a bit of catching up to do, but it's not too far away. Obviously, Rook with 43 points there, only a few behind Vias.
Exactly. But yeah, it's looking very good. The gap has widened ever so slightly. We're now at 11 points rather than 6 between 3rd and 10th. So we're getting there. We're going a little bit wider each time, but it's not by very much. These teams really doing some excellent work here to keep those point differences nice and tight. We see Levion very quick up to that 16th position. If I look at the overalls before this game, they were 17th, so they have gone up 1 place with that. So looking, they're not that far behind Far Voice as well. So yeah, looking nice, looking good. We will be seeing these teams back in. No, Humble will be joining us for this next game. So we'll see what Humble has in store because they're not far behind either. Fate are struggling ever so slightly, but hey, you know what? We've got 4 more games for day 3, and then we've got 2 more days after this. So we are good to go for them. They got plenty of time.
Yeah, plenty of time for all these teams. The chase is really on till the end. So getting into Miramar next game, bring it on.
Yes, Miramar. Very, very excited for this one. I mean, is Dagestan going to take it? Is GameLure going to take it? Are we going to be surprised by a completely different team? I mean, I don't know. We'll have to see after this short break. We will be back very quickly, so we will see you all in a few minutes and go hang out and chat.
Follow the tempo, gotta take it ice, we gotta let it roll. There's 100 different ways how to spend up all your day. We're gonna make waves. Part of the new we're gonna make waves. Part of the new take it ice, we gotta let it roll. There's 100 different ways how to spend up all your day. We're gonna make waves. Part of the new day. We're gonna make waves. Part of the new day. We're gonna make waves. We're gonna make waves. If you want more, we let the beat rock across the dance floor. We gotta move, wait till the time go. Lost in space, superhero vibes, yo. Put your hands up if you wanna go. Close your eyes now and chase the sun. We gotta move, follow the tempo. Gotta take it ice, gotta let it roll. There's 100 different ways how to spend up all your day. We're gonna make waves. Part of the new day. We're gonna make waves. Part of the new day. We're gonna make waves. We're gonna make waves. Put your hands up if you want more. We let the beat rock across the dance floor. We gotta move, wait till the time go. Lost in space, superhero vibes, yo. Put your hands up if you wanna go. Close your eyes now and chase the sun. We gotta move, follow the tempo. Gotta take it ice, we gotta let it roll. There's 100 different ways how to spend up all your day. We're gonna make waves. Part of the new day. We're gonna make waves. in space, superhero vibes up. Put your lights up if you wanna go. Close your eyes now and chase the sun. We gotta move, follow the tempo. Gotta take it ice, we gotta let it roll. There's 100 different ways how to spend up all your day. We're gonna make part of the new way. We're gonna make waves. Part of the new way.
Welcome back, everybody. We were just on a short break, but we are back now, ready and waiting for that Miramar to kick off, Majesty. Here we go.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be very bold. I'm gonna go with it. We've got no Group A, so that
Ooh,
means
okay.
no Far Voice Gaming, no Game Lord Sirens, no Rookers
Ooh.
or Gummy Bassi. So I'm just gonna
Mm.
go Dagestan for my prediction.
Why not? Why not? Yeah. They've been on such a roll in that Erangel coming into game 3. Why not? I mean, they got back to back day 2. Why not? They could possibly get back to back day 3 as well. That would be so much fun to actually see because that would mean 3 wins in a row. They won the last game yesterday, so that would be an actual turkey. That'd be so much fun to actually see there. So I'm kind of rooting for them as well in that way, but we can't have the same prediction here. So I'm going to go with, hard to tell. Arm Family. I'm sticking by Arm Family. They're really good in Miramar. It's their first game here for this evening,
Yeah.
and they're going to want to start this one off with a bang.
Yeah, that's a good shot. We do like Armed Family. They do
Yeah.
like the old Miramar game. Here we go. Look at our new jazzy Miramar. There we go,
Ooh.
to introduce our map.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. There we go. Where are we looking at there? What town is that?
Oh, hard to
Can't-
tell. Is that no? It's not Picado, is it? Oh,
El
it is. It's
Pos-
Picado.
No, it's Picado.
It's a weird angle of Picado. Yeah. There's the
It
5
looks,
story.
yeah, it looks strange looking at it like that, but
It
there we go.
does.
So we've got Dagestan and Armed Family, and yeah, I'm at 2-1 behind, so
Mhm.
I need this point to get us even, and there is our flight path.
Very nice flight path. Hot drops already I'm seeing in Los Leones. Come on, teams. Come on. Let's see what hot drops you got in store. There was plenty of hot drops in Phase 1. We need some in Phase 2. Let's get the action really going right away on Miramar. I almost said Sanhok there. But that zone, gone straight to the north. Oh, finally a zone in Campo Militar. Let's go. And that means that southwestern edge is going to be very, very busy indeed. Arm Family have a perfect little spot. They're going to be jumping right into zone as soon as they're done looting up there. So they got a pretty nice, easy path into the zone as well, up that east coastal line. So they're going to be quite happy with that rotation coming into this. So they're looking pretty good. Gangster Girls, they're over by the power grid area as well. Got a nice big spread out that way. So looking pretty good for a lot of these teams right now. We'll have to see. I think a lot of these teams, because of that hard, they're going to be wanting to loot up quickly, make an early rotation. But there's a lot of teams on that edge. I think we got some coming.
Yeah, and most of that first zone is free and clear. Literally, most of it is up for grabs. So
Absolutely.
I would just grab a gun, grab a car, and just try and go. I would probably, being me, I would go as far away from the flight path as possible in that new zone, and pick a point that's way at the top at the north there. But yeah, we'll see if anybody has the same idea. But yeah, like you said, Armed Family right on the edge of Impala, aren't they? Which is just in that zone, free and clear up the east coast for them.
Yeah, really looking really nice. Looking like an easy first Miramar coming in, a nice easy first half of the game as well coming in for them. So we'll have to wait and see. But the teams over here in Chumacena, they're not going to be as happy. 1,400 meters to go, over a kilometer and a half actually, getting to that zone, and they've got a team here either way. There's Fate and who was there? both there, so they're going to have to watch out very closely, I think, at each other because they're pretty close over there. Infinite over by Ruins, so they're on that western side. They've got even farther to go, 2.5 kilometers on their trek to the other side of zone, but at least it's quiet up here. They shouldn't have too much of an issue getting into that rotation up to the north side there. They can just go straight across and should be good to go because, of course, there's no Game Lord in this match, so they're not going to be up there up to that northern spot where they usually go. So should be good to go for them as well.
Yeah, I just hope they've got plenty of vehicles, plenty of meds, because that is a long way in Miramar. And just flicking back to Bonfire and Fate Esports there, all quiet so far and nobody making any moves. So just while we watch this unfold, just a quick mention for you guys watching that if you need some of your in-game top-ups for your UC, if you weren't to get the code that pops up with the giveaways, you can always check out Catchy Shop. They are a trusted platform for topping up your gaming account, so if you need any of your UC for PUBG Mobile, you can go ahead over there. It is cheaper, faster and safer, and great deals are guaranteed. So Catchy Shop is the place to be if you missed out on those first codes and you need to purchase some in-game top-ups there.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and do as she says. Pretty much, yeah. Go ahead and check that out. Lots of cool stuff over in that link. I was gonna say lots of cool stuff over by Fate as well. I really liked that split that we could see in the mini map. They're really trying to surround Bonfire and kind of pinch them together a little bit. But we will being Gangster Girls at the moment. A quiet time for them. There's back to Fate. We're switching back and forth a little bit here as we see these kinds of these fights starting to brew a little bit more.
Yeah, just trying to figure out. There's a player behind the rock. I was trying to figure out where Talia was shooting at there. I thought we were just, having a bit of free fire anywhere, but just wasn't loaded in enough as Sarah having to take cover there to get a med up. No helmet for her after that.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, you could just see Bonfire trying to break that line that Fate have going. Really don't want to get pinched like that, so they're trying their best to actually just kind of retreat, and that's fair. The zone is coming in as we speak. It's still 2.5 minutes until it closes completely, but it is coming. There is that pressure coming in there, so they're gonna just have to get out and try and go places elsewhere that's not Fate, so we're going to be trying to do that. 8-12 though, they going to be moving out of Los Leones, so no fight in Los Leones either. We are not going to be seeing much of an affair over there. They're going to be moving away and getting to that zone, or getting further into that zone. They don't like that spot. When the zone goes this far to the north, it's unlikely to hard shift down to the south until a little bit later, so it does make sense that a lot of these teams are going to want to move in north, even if they're in the zone. South probably not going to be helping them long term, so we shall see how that goes. Back to Fate though, still trying to keep this hold on them. They do get Goksu there moving, or getting knocked rather, as they're trying to move in. And is this going to be Fate's push now? It kind of feels like it would be. They're probably unlikely to get a cover going on. Yeah, this does look like a little bit of a push. That zone's pushing them in as well, so time is ticking. They got to get going, but Bonfire doing their very actually move up and try and get rid of Fate as well.
Yep, just coming in here, and I don't know if they've had that many opportunities to get enough loot there. Just the one med kit there for Sarah, so they could struggle here if they take any damage. Talia only has one med as well, one first aid, no helmet, no vest. So I think Fate in a little bit of trouble here and gets stuck behind Bonfire, might struggle to make it out of this zone.
Yeah, I think it's a bit dodgy for both of these teams. It looks like Bonfire is slightly better in terms of meds, only armor. So we could be looking at both these teams going out early if they don't sort themselves out. Fate are in a better position, of course, to actually get out kind of. I mean, not anymore now that they've decided to really push in. So they are going for the fight. They want those early kills. It makes sense for fight. They don't have all that much to lose. They're currently bottom of the list with those 12 points. So need these points a lot. For Bonfire, there is a little bit more. You do see them up there in third. They're currently fourth overall. So for this one, they really don't want to go out right now. Oh dear.
Yeah. Burning up there from that Molotov, and Fate probably made the wisest decision. Neither team really has many meds, don't have much loot. I feel like they probably waited too long to start this fight. They've been there obviously since landing, and if you haven't had a chance to loot anything, you've just been waiting for the other team to do something. But both teams are both doing that. You've got no choice now but to do something, otherwise you're both just gonna die out there in the zone. So Fate being the team there to start that push, and they take out two of the Bonfire players.
They do indeed, and I actually think this has been very well played by Fate. I would have liked a bit of a faster pace, like you said. I think they've kind of sat around a little too long here. But in terms of kind of the strategical positioning of the players, they played this very, very well. They've got that one Overwatch, and then they got the three pushing. There's just pressure. So actually very well played by Fate there. So nicely done.
Yep, switching quickly to Livion, who had Blacklight in their sights. First time seeing Blacklight tonight, of course. Group B coming in for their first game here tonight after missing Erangel. So I think maybe missing the first game. I don't know if that's a disadvantage or not. Obviously, all the other teams have warmed up. They've played a game against each other. But, they all will miss that game at some point anyway, but I wonder if it is a little bit of a disadvantage for them there when you do have to miss that first one.
Yeah, I wonder as well. I mean, in some ways you are going to have the same advantage when you have a group that's not playing, so you kind of have less of that pressure in. Yeah, I would guess that it's probably not the best to actually miss the first game. I would agree with that these have all gotten worked up, warmed up, and they're on full force right now. But yeah, so I think you're right. You're right.
Not sure here if Guxu wants to just bleed out and die to zone, or just wait for Fate to push her. Kumsel is being the first one under pressure there, and Guxu just waiting behind the wall. You can see she has nothing left, no meds left. Just Kumsel will go down first. I don't know if Guxu nice. She takes down one of the players. She's trying to eliminate them. Can't do it though, and the numbers of Fate Esports there eliminate Bonfire, and if they were hoping that they could get some loot from those death crates, they're going to be out of luck because they have no meds in there. True, yeah. That's a shame that fight went on for so long. I mean, we're talking about basically 4 or 5 minutes. And in the world of PUBG, that is so long. Yeah, Sara going out to the blue zone there, getting knocked again. So Fate actually in a world of hurt because that zone's starting to really hurt now. We got phase 3 about to pop up in 6 seconds, and they are nowhere near zone. So this could be actually very dodgy for Fate, and I don't know that those 4 points were actually worth it. I mean, do you forfeit the entire game for 4 points? I don't know. Well, they went for it. I mean, a good 4 points for them, though, and hopefully, of course, trying to beat the blue zone now. We've seen every day so far the play zone eliminating so many people, so still underestimating that. But fingers crossed if they can find vehicles or at least some extra meds and to find one. But there you go, Talia has gone down first. So they're already struggling against it, and we'll see if any of their players can make it in.
We shall see. Besiktas, though? Who is that going down in the kill feed there just briefly? We have Vias and an 812, was that?
Oh, Fate. Virtual Gaming. It's Arm Family up against Besiktas at the moment. You can see 8-12 for Taba just driving behind there. Alina catching her out, trying to fall behind there, but caught out. Teammates nearby. There we go. Talia is the next player to go down to the play zone. Maybe they should have tried any method they did have. Maybe just give it all to one of theirs to see if they could make it in. Probably the only option for Fate to do. Seems like they are struggling to get in that zone as Taya goes down to Meow. So Virtual Gaming, look at this cluster in that mini-map.
Oh
stage
my
3,
goodness.
And this is more like a stage 5 teams there in the map. And Arm Family, they look very spread out there, Neptura.
They do. They do just a little bit, and this is what happens when you inadvertently drive through multiple teams. You kind of have to stop before your car exploded or something like that. So it just ends up being very, very spread out, and that's not where you want to be. But they look like they've regrouped a little bit there. Yeah, just the duo, unfortunately, but the duo are together, and I think they're on their way out of there. So they go not quite unscathed, but enough to still be in the running just a little bit. There they are. Yeah, they're going to be moving to that north side of the zone. Nice little hollow for them. We'll see what they make of it.
Yeah, I kind of like this spot for them just to pass some time kind of and just wait for everybody else that was in that show teams. Just Freeps has actually gone down there to Meow. So I think it was Alina who was the last player. Wasn't quite in that dip there, the hollow that you mentioned with Alina. So they should have stick together. I think just for a minute or two, just compose and get ready. But unfortunately, she'll be a solo now for the rest of the game. As Dahuha, the next Fate player to go to the zone. And Sarah, and there we have it. Fate eliminated by the play zone, 4 points to the blue.
Yes, indeed. I mean, at least it's not 4 points to another team, right? So it's a shame that they did go out, but it's not 4 points. They're not giving extra points to, say, Humble or 8-12 here. They have actually given no points away, and they've only gained points. So in some ways, this is not a bad game for them. It is unfortunate, however, that they had to go out to the zone, and because of something that was kind of preventable, which is a bit of a shame. But it's not really something that you repeat in that way. You kind of have it happen to you once, and you make sure it doesn't happen again. So they should be back and ready to go in that second Miramar. And I guess we'll be looking for Arm Family in the second Miramar as well, because their journey on this one is ended.
Yeah, that's why Natura just let a little no out there. That was her prediction, being eliminated. And we're looking at Team 8-12 right now. There is 2 of them left. They've got quite a few teams around them, though, to come in this zone. They could do a little bit of zone keeping. It is Besiktas there and Virtual Gaming Squad. The 2 teams there fighting at the moment. And Team 8-12 just keeping their eye on it outside the zone as Athena takes down Piavka there. And Athena is actually a solo for Besiktas right now after that pressure of Virtual Gaming Squad. And Meow has a chance now here. I wonder if she's going to come really quick. They've got a chance. She is on her own. She's got 2 other players right next to her that are getting revived. And Virtual Gaming Squad, have they missed the opportunity? Meow is pushing now. And she will take out Facia there, and that will be Besiktas eliminated by Virtual Gaming Squad with 5 points for them so far. And it looks like Blacklight and KYS Inferno in that kill feed as well. KYS look like they're in a bit of trouble. Yep, in a world of her as a solo, left up there with Blacklight, the first game Blacklight.
Yeah, I mean, Virtual Gaming Squad did such a good job with that. Really, really nicely played from them. They got that knock. They made that immediate push. Oh, but that snipe shot from Peekaboo, playing Peekaboo with Reem there. Oh my goodness. Very, very nice. We love to see those sniper shots coming in on Miramar. But yeah, Virtual Game Squad did an excellent job there on that fight with Besiktas. Shame for Besiktas, but I think that was Meow getting a squad wipe there.
Possibly. I didn't really pay attention to how many eliminations she had before that. Whether maybe her teammate had that one from Besiktas or not, I'm not too sure. But possibly, maybe we'd have to go back and watch that and see where the other kill point came from. But,
oh no!
Yeah.
Who's got her though?
The zone got who's the zone taken now?
Sorry,
How many points does the zone have? We've got to keep a score for Team Blue Zone, but they're just Infinite, and Infinite are actually coming up a little bit, I think, during this phase 2. You can see there 35 points so far, but a consistent, not consistent good as in like wins or second places, but you know, that mid-table always around, taking fights and engaging teams. I think a little improvement there from phase 1 for Infinite as well, one of those teams, similar to KYS for them. And there we go, Meow pulls up onto Kitty, doesn't pay off, and Kitty's UMP with that little 1v1. And we go to look, I think it's our first look at Dagestan, who were just in that zone behind behind Kitty there. We just saw them pop up as the zone takes out Kowalski. And Masara now will be the second player to go down to Kitty there. Could Kitty be on for a squad wipe? She's on her own, she's a solo, but she's done well there to get 2 knocks. And she's not taking any risks with trying to thirst them. She's staying in her hay bales, but she's got teams surrounding her, and then the nade comes in from Kai and will eliminate Team 812 there. But unfortunately, it's always upsetting when you get a few knocks and you just can't confirm them for the kills. As Livion, have they made a mistake here? I think they have. Honey she just knock herself out the vehicle there, and Radis is going to pick up one of her team if she can. You can see them crawling around there. And Livion, that was not great. A great little stop from them there.
How does that even happen? Both of them actually fall damage is what knocked him. That's insane to have Raids being the only one up there. That's such a blow to their game so far, because they were coming in here a full squad. They were looking really good. No defeats at the moment, but top 8 in this tiny little zone. They could have had a really good game here. It's bad luck.
Yeah, unfortunate. It's you know, if you jump out the vehicle before it's completely stopped, it's kind of dangerous. Sometimes you don't realize how much damage you will lose, and then all it takes is a little shot or two from enemy, or you know, you haven't boosted up enough. But there we go, zone coming in. She managed to get Honey up there, but Honey is going to go straight back down to row 1 of ARG. Angel's coming in this zone here, and zone is in, and it looks like Dagestan have it. I also want to quickly mention Blacklight, because they were in lead again with Virtual Gaming Squad. So Live on there just being eliminated. Dagestan. Amy is trying to take out everybody with this M249 right now. They do have 6 eliminations so far. The 2 of them left. Bias team go down there. Amy gets tagged up by ARG Rowan, so that will be her eliminated, leaving Malak on her own for these final zones.
Do you have to say, ARG are still a full squad? I mean, not to cast or curse them or anything, but they're still a full squad into the tops. Now, that's not something that we have seen from them, certainly not yesterday as far as I'm really remembering. I could be wrong on that, but certainly not consistently, so it's really nice to see them on here. 5 defeats so far. They're looking really good, really coordinated. Look at the full send coming in. Absolute confidence coming in from ARG. You'll love to see this.
Yeah, just drove straight into the middle of the zone there. Unfortunately, Dagestan there, 1 tap, taking out Rowan. Blacklight will go out in 5th place. ARG just getting tagged up now by Dagestan after just crashing into the center of that zone. maybe misjudging exactly where they should stop there. And Clara now is left on her own, just like that. After they were looking so good, it's all Neptura's fault.
I'm so sorry.
We have 4 teams, and Infinite actually still in this game as well. You can see Sophia there as well for the dolls. And that is our 4 teams. AIG Clara also the solo for her team. And who's going to get this zone? Is it going to go to Infinite? Is it going to go to Dagestan?
I mean, it could go. It really depends on where that zone is going to be going. Love to see that Infinite are here as I think a full squad. But these fields are so difficult, you know. There's only so much cover you can possibly have. Dagestan obviously have the best cover. How they keep managing to do this, I don't know. But they have the best cover again. Was going down there to Infinite, but they know Clara's there. She can just hold on a little longer, but that nade looked very good indeed. Yes, it does.
Yeah, one tap is getting tagged up though on the roof. She just makes that in time and dodges the line of fire of Infinite, who are making it into top 3 now. They're gonna be wrong here after I said we don't often see them get a win or second. Here they are, they're coming for it now. Yeah. So good luck to all the players that are left. Humble Doll Sophia also needs these points. She's got all 3 of her team's eliminations there. Satanova has gone down to Chloe. Could it all be going wrong for Dagestan right now? Just Bazumi and one tap. Rose is out. Leah there, I think, was trying to find Sophia. Simba is the closest one to her. So Infinite actually pretty spread out here. And if Sophia pops up, could spot out Simba, or Simba could get her first. So she's got 20 meters to crawl into this zone. It's going to be the game of prones as we see who can sneak in without getting spotted. She's got a faint bit of smoke there. You can see Simba is going to do her thing as well. Simba has made it into the zone. One tap is in. Satanova is still down at the moment as Leah tries to run into zone, goes prone, it gets the knock onto one tap, and now it's all left to Bazumi. Could Infinite take this win? There's still 4 players up. They could take it from Dagestan here. Bazumi, but Sura of Dolls too on her own is doing well to stick in this game.
Is indeed. Now, this would be a huge win for Infinite. It would be their first. So they're currently in 13th place right now. So they really would love to have this with great boost to those points. So you can bet that they're really fighting for it. They've got a pretty good hold on zone at the moment. If you look at that little mini map up there, they do have the majority of it. But unfortunately for them, the rest of the players are also in zone as well. So there's not any real advantage just yet. The thing for Infinite, though, is they don't have any vehicles left up. So they're all exploded. There's no way for them to safely at all make any sort of cover for themselves. So they're very limited on what they actually use as cover, whereas I think Dagestan still have at least 1 buggy up. So we could be seeing some issues come up from that. But for now, Infinite looking very good with the best they can do.
Yeah, Chloe's gone down first to Bazumi, and this is actually, I feel really intense. I'm actually nervous about this, because everyone's just there proning, waiting to see where zone goes. Nades, Molotov, smokes, everything is being used. Bazumi goes down to Leah there. Sophia still trying to do her best as well to keep herself in the game, try and eliminate some of these players. And one tap isn't even going for the revive on Bazumi yet, as Dodina goes down to Sophia. Dagestan there getting some help from the dolls that could enable one tap there just to take down. I think she took down Simba after the player there with Dodina, so the dolls getting 1 knock and Dagestan taking advantage of that, and there goes the Molotov to eliminate Dodina. I think maybe she's just taken that from Sophia. Here she goes creeping in. I think she's seen one tap there. She is gonna spray out. That is Dagestan eliminated in 3rd place, and Korea win this game for the dolls. I think she's taken out Leah as well. It's a 1v1. It's
Yes.
a 1v1. I think Chloe is the last one up. Yep, Simba there still not. Could Sophia go ahead and win
that nade!
this game? The solo has done it.
She
The
does
solo
it!
has done it. She's done it. She's taken the win. Oh, that was fantastic. That was fantastic. Honestly, Sophia, well played.
Wow. Well
Sneaky,
done, Sophia.
sneaky Sophia.
What a game coming in from Humble Dolls. I mean, solo for so long. Sophia had to play that so carefully. And lucky for her, Dagestan they kind of put some shots her way, but they knew the threat was infinite. So there was a real focus on them. That was giving her the perfect opportunity to just work her magic there. 6 eliminations, going for 16 points total. What a game for them. And let me just make sure, where are they? Humble Dolls. Yeah, 19th place with 15 points. So that's double, not quite. That's equaling what they have so far in the last 2 days in one game. So this is fantastic for them. Well done.
I'm so happy. If the cameras were on just then, honestly, feel like Dagestan and Dolls there kind of helped each other out.
Yes.
Yeah, as soon as that one knock from Sophia came in, Dagestan then got the second knock. So, Infinite were 2 down. Infinite then targeted Dagestan. Sophia then targeted Dagestan, take them out the game. And then obviously she did that great spray again through the prone grass to take just the last player. And what a great effort there. 16 points. And Infinite with 15 points. So 2 teams that really needed that. And ARG, what a great game for the lower side teams.
Absolutely. Yeah, looking really good here. And I do want to say, for those top 3, actually, they're only 1 or 2 points between them. So actually, Infinite, you kind of have to feel bad for Infinite because they were looking really good for that game. They were a full squad and it just didn't work out. But they only lose out on 1 point, basically, with those eliminations. So there's not too much to really be all that mad about. That's still an excellent game from them, as much as they could get. So it's looked really good for them anyway. Oh, there she is. I was like, how is Sophia not on this list? No, that is Sophia right at the top with 6 eliminations. And I think, so if I'm not mistaken, the rest of Humble must have gone out quite early because she got 6 eliminations and the team got 6 eliminations.
Yeah,
so she got all of them.
Yeah, just a great effort, even for composure, because I know for sure if I was a solo at that end and there were so many people left and it was getting a bit intense, I'd be freaking out.
Oh,
how
absolutely.
She survived knowing that there was so many other players still left and just so calm and just great positioning there. None of those throwables that were coming her way landed on her, and she kind of worked together with both of the other teams to eliminate both of the other teams. So just a great final effort there.
Wow. Yeah, so Humble, actually, Sophia doing a lot of stealing with that one. 841 damage for 6 eliminations. Infinite doing the same, so still stealing quite a few things, perhaps from Vias, perhaps from KYS, actually from a lot of these teams. Actually, down on the right-hand side, you're seeing a lot of damage for not a lot of kills, and then on the left, you're seeing a lot of kills for not a lot of damage. So yeah, looking very interesting for those top 3 teams. Just fantastic. And it's a real example of why you want to keep a lot of your utility until the very end, because Sophia was not able to get those shots in, right? Not with her gun. She was not going to be able to get those angles. But those nades, those Molotovs were fantastic, brought her down to a 1v1, and then she was able to grab it. So keep your utility, people, in that end game. It's very important.
Yeah, just an amazing effort. How she was crawling into that zone towards the end. I thought maybe she might go out because just that little bit of faint smoke because when she had 20 to go, but it worked. The teams were distracted and she takes it, and I'm kind of sad to see there. Puts them in 17th place.
I know.
31 points, but it does put them back into that race there on that second half of the table. So
it does.
Closed a big gap there for them. But here is our overall standings there after game 2.
And I'm not really seeing that much of a difference coming in to, after game 2. The top 10 are almost identical. We just have Blacklight going back into that third place, so everybody gets bumped down 1. But other than that, and Vias going up to 8th rather than 10th. So a little bit of a change, but overall, not much going on in the top 10. This was very much a game for the bottom 10 teams. We saw a lot of different things moving about. Infinite as well, going up to 11th place, so kind of just switching places with Rook there. So looking very, very good for these teams. It was a great game for them.
Yeah, just such a good game. Well, maybe even one of my highlights so far. Like,
oh yeah.
It was just so intense as well, and just great effort.
Yeah. I'm just watching chat because they've caught up with the win. So I'm just watching chat just go crazy because honestly, they should. That was amazing. Very, very well done. But I think we all need to settle down, go celebrate in chat while we go in our break, and we will be right back with a Sanhok. So from one game, from the frying pan into the fire, I think, Majesty. But we'll see you all in a few minutes. Welcome back, everybody. This time we are just about to get into our Sanhok game of the evening. 3rd out of 5 games. We're nearly halfway there. It's been a heck of a ride so far with these last 2 games. I'm expecting Sanhok to get kind of crazy, honestly, with the way these teams have been playing. I'm kind of thinking that they're going to be going all out for this one. I'm really excited for that. But who are we going to predict?
Yeah, just as I've calmed down from the end of Miramar, I feel like going straight into Sanhok, it couldn't get any better. I'm gonna go with a team because I kind of rotate between a few teams, but I'm actually gonna predict a virtual gaming squad for this Sanhok. We are missing Group D, so no Group D in this. That is ARG, Bonfire, Teammate 12, and Gangster Girls missing out on Sanhok today.
Alrighty. Oh, and we do have Group A back in, so Far Voice, Gimabasi, Game Lord, and Rook. So we're switching those 2 groups out here. I kind of want to go with Far Voice Gaming, honestly. We haven't seen too much of them from so far today, but I'm kind of looking forward to their comeback. I think they got a little bit more up their sleeve in the next couple of days, and it would be a great way to start off that comeback by winning a big game on Sanhok. So I think I'm going to go with them for this one.
Yeah, good shout. Loads of support as well, as always, for Far Voice Gaming in the chat, as well as the usual faces that we see. So thank you guys for the support, and keep it up. Keep cheering for your teams.
Absolutely.
And your friends in the chat. They're lively on the stream today.
Yes, it is. We love seeing all the chatting going on. Lots of congratulations for Sophia there in that game as well. So nice to see the whole community coming behind that epic win there. Very nicely done indeed. But anyway, we're getting into Sanhok. All the teams are pretty much situated. They're just landing, making those final landing spots. And we have our new zone. It is going to be pretty normal, really. Nothing too drastic in that.
Yeah, that's a nice start for most of them. Maybe just the north, those teams that will travel past Paradise here. And virtual gaming squad in boot camp with Fate Esports here. Fate are 2 down. I think they do have a knock on virtual. Yeah, 2 knocks possibly, because Kai Reem is down. It's not going well for virtual gaming squad. It's going to be my fault because I predicted them. And Talia is the last one up, and Meow there getting those donations. She's got to be quick. I think she's there to pick up Kai real quick. A little bit dangerous there, actually, because you can see her on the stairs if they were to come through that corridor. And Absolutely. It's 2v2. So the drop in boot camp, what is going on here? The nade is going to cook. They are on the upper floor, though. And virtual gaming squad, no, I can't believe it.
I know.
Also, props to Fade Esports. Obviously, they had that initial hot drop in the last game as well. So maybe they're really trying to go for it now, thinking, we're a bit far off from the rest. Let's just land on teams and pick up some eliminations points, maybe.
Absolutely, and they're doing a fair job of it as well. I mean, this is a much more intense, hands-on hot drop than the last one for sure, and they've handled it quite well. At the very least, they're being even with it. So Virtual and Fate both losing 2 in that fight. Could we see Fate actually win that whole thing against Virtual Gaming Squad? It's entirely possible. They're looking very even so far.
Yeah, boot camp's always a fun one, and I think that's one of the first boot camp drops we've seen. Actually, the hot drop there, as we know, with that DBS, we don't often see 2 teams going to boot camp. So I think Fate really have maybe just decided, let's just go for it now, because we haven't got anything to lose. We're already sort of the bottom of the table, so let's just see what we can do. As Kai goes down to Talia, though, so virtual gaming squad will be eliminated first. Oh my goodness!
They did it!
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, virtual gaming squad. Because how often do you see them go out first?
Oh, exactly.
It's all my fault.
Oh, Majesty, what do you like?
I'm sorry.
But that's a very good result there from Fate. I mean, it could be better. They're down to a solo, which is really unfortunate for a Sanhok game. But there's plenty of grass. There's plenty of hiding spots. There's no reason why they can't actually just play a very quiet game from now on. They've got those initial 4 points. They're not out here. They have no danger from zone this time. If they can just keep very, very quiet, they should be okay until end game.
I would literally camp so hard. Great spray there from Gala, who Gummy Bassi will be quickly following Virtual Gaming Squad back to the lobby. Bias there with 4 early points as well. And yeah, like I was saying, if I was the Fate solo, I would camp so hard in any corner I could find in boot camp.
Absolutely.
And just wait for zones to come and zones to come, pick rocks, pick bushes, and just wait till the end and try and get those top 5 points if you can.
Absolutely, and why not? Why not? Absolutely. I'm just looking at Vias here in the overall rankings. They're currently in 51 at 51 points, 1 point behind Arm Family, and 5 points behind Gemabasi. So with Gemabasi now out to Vias, that's 4 points. They're only 2 points behind them for that 7th place. So they are looking very, very good to actually get to a higher spot this time around.
Yeah, and I thought Virtual Gaming there. Let's hope Neptura's prediction goes a little bit better towards Pyda, where we normally find Armed Family. And I think it looks like they might have just out of there because you can't see them anymore on that mini-map. Just getting a glimpse of them as we turn around. But I think they've shifted out of Pydan a little bit. There you go. Getting a little glimpse of them now.
Yes, indeed, and Livion and Respect actually just descending on this boot camp area. Talia having to just chill. She cannot afford to be seen here, honestly. Her best chance is surprise. So if any team does end up full sending, she needs to make sure that they don't know she's there and try and get them unawares. That's really the only way she's going to be able to do that, unless she can pull off a 1v4. You know, we've seen it before, so who knows what may happen. We'll just have to monitor that one pretty closely here. As we look at Besiktas, just doing a little bit of scouting out. They're at Quarry. It's a dangerous spot to be in, very, very central, though not necessarily central to this particular zone. But still, a lot of traffic comes through here. They're going to have to be on their toes about this one.
Yep, one of those tricky areas. But one that we're familiar with now after having that, well, which day it was, but we did have a Quarry final zone, didn't we? And
we did, yeah.
It's kind of nice to see something different, but very not the ideal place you want to be in a fight. So Bashik just now relocating, seeing where we're going to go to next, taking the compound there instead as zone comes in. That feels like it was a very quick stage
oh my
one
goodness. That was very quick, honestly. Because we had like 2 different fights going on pretty much immediately on landing. Gotta love hot drops, man. But Respect might be looking to have eyes on Besiktas here. I don't know if they have quite the angle just yet. It might be just a little high up with all those trees in the way. But Humble Megumi going over against Blacklight grabbing Nads. That's going to be a point going the way of Humble. We'll have to see how that's turning out. Looks like it's a rotational elimination there because they've got control of that trifecta area. So Blacklight may want to rethink this, but I think they've come too far to retreat. Now the fight.
Yeah, Windows not pretty well in Sanhok, so see if they can follow up with the inspiration of Sophia and that last win. And Blacklight there now as a trio, as everyone is just fighting everywhere right now. It's so early in the game still. I know we normally see it in Sanhok anyway, but I'm sure not this much as Kowalski gets eliminated there by Honey. Ooh. And this is why I just love Sanhok so much. It's just a strange old game. Everything goes out the window. Everybody just fights
Yep.
Like it's just like a fun room or something. There we go. Kiki taking down Amy, getting that smoke up real quick to try and pick up Reds. Rook now taking out Rose of Dagestan. Malak coming up here, I think just out of view of Kiki, but not out of the view of Sophia. And Blacklight in a bit of trouble now because the dolls pushing forward. I think is there two of them? Did you get one of those revives up there? There is two, but Team 10 Humble Dolls are coming.
They are indeed. Yeah, nothing's gonna stop them now after that win. Looking very confident indeed. And you gotta love it. You gotta love seeing this confidence here. But poor Blacklight, man. I mean, it's one of those situations where they didn't really realize, they didn't have all the information to actually move forward. And they tried to make that rotation and got caught out, but they just couldn't pull back enough. They were too far gone, so they've had to take this fight, and it's being difficult for them. It really, really is. So can they make it out of here? Still, yes, but it's going to be hard.
Yeah, Red's here. You can just see hitting and throwing. Molotov's nades, he's trying, while teammates push a little bit closer. Megumi flanking around the back, spots out Peekaboo, takes down Peekaboo there, and I think that was Malak or Amy there, and Malak, and that is Blacklight eliminated now. Dagestan did eliminate Rook, so we saw a Rook go out. Now a Game Lord is in sight as well. You can see there on the other side, Dagestan around cave here.
Yeah, these two keep button heads, don't they? They did it on Erangel, and now they're doing it again here in the Sanhok game. Oh, excuse me. Looking good. So, excuse me. Oh my goodness. Anyway. Sorry. No, but they're looking good, but a little bit too distant to really grab any real fights going on right now. Humble did lose Kiki going into that fight, so they are going to be down 2-3, but we'll have to see how that goes. When I saw the knock on to Dagestan, I was like, wait, is Dagestan actually going to get to an end game not as a full squad? What? That's just unheard of.
That's blasphemy, Neptura.
It is. I do apologize. Oh my goodness. As we get into stage 3.
In. Yeah, it's coming. There comes this zone. Game Lord Sirens there. Ellie, we got just under 200 meters to go. Diablo with those 2 points for them already. Not quite sure who they got those 2 points from.
Yeah,
I didn't see that in the kill feed. If I just missed that, so I'm not sure who lost the players there, but there is our zone. And how is it so tiny already?
I know.
We've only been in this game for about a minute, haven't we?
It feels like it, doesn't it? Yeah. Gone very, very quickly. Hey, and Vias have a great spot here, actually. Look at that spread across those hills. I mean, it doesn't look like much of a spread because we're so zoomed out there, but looking very comfortable for them for sure. Oh, and the spray comes down. Gets not quite both, almost though.
Yeah, takes out Celine. Caddy just managed behind the rock there, out of the sight of Diablo, who picks up her 3rd point there. And Bashik just now in the sight of Yatem. Facia goes down to Yatem, but the cover of Athena takes her down. Lisa is down as well. Diablo quickly going up with Ellie now for support, going back out outside of this zone here. But Besiktas and Game Lord here come the nades of Ellie as connects there on Facia. And the spray comes up. It's going to be Athena coming up with that UMP taking her out, but Diablo with the cover takes down Athena. Lisa is eliminated and Diablo on her own now. She has a chance here. What can she do? The smoke is going to go up. Maybe wants to try and pick up Yatem before she pushes Besiktas. I think Besiktas also a duo at the moment. A couple of knocked players, it looks like. So they've probably got a yielded. You can see if she pops over right now, she's going to see Game Lord Sirens, but Diablo probably realised this. She's gone a little bit closer, and she wants to just fall back behind this rock as that Molotov does connect on to Facia for taking her back down. And and Ellie there gonna get picked up real quick by a temp, and they quickly get back up to a trio. And I think maybe
Nice.
Besiktas has a chance there, an opportunity, but
A little bit.
still have this high
No,
ground.
oh,
If
oh.
Yildiz, she doesn't have any nades or Molotovs left. I was thinking if she had anything to throw
Oh,
there,
yeah,
it could have been game
for real.
over. But she's got nothing in her grasp to throw, but she knows there is another player behind that rock who will be trying to revive there. And can she flank around in time? Who it is there is
she
Diablo there.
does.
So Yildiz does take out Ellie and Diablo, I think, and Zeros. Their teamwork for Besiktas, and that is going to be the end of Game Lord there.
Wow, that was a difficult fight for Gamewood. I feel like, I'm not entirely sure, but it kind of felt like Yatem, was it, I think, either got caught out by Besiktas or fired on Besiktas, and the rest of her team were not there enough to kind of back her up on that. That's kind of what it felt like. I think they kind of were on rotation and Yatem went for it. But yeah, that's a shame for Game Lord. Not the game that they probably were wanting, because they were certainly looking like they were wanting to do a lot more in the Sanhok game. But a great result for Besiktas. Remember, Besiktas have had a little bit of a tough time the last couple of games. In Erangel, they placed quite high, but it was only as a solo, and they got taken out fairly quickly, actually by Game Lord there. So nice little bit of revenge in this Sanhok game for him.
Yeah, I thought it was at first going in favour of Game Lord. It looked like they were working pretty well. But that little bit of a time there that both teams had to revive, and in the end it goes with Besiktas and the high ground.
Yeah, I mean, when you've got high ground, it generally goes that direction. So yeah, good stuff from Besiktas, looking very nice and tidy, and they are going to be still up as a 3-woman squad. So looking good for the rest of the game as well. We have 11 teams up currently, which includes 4 full squads right now. We've got Dagestan, Vias, Infinite, and Far Voice Gaming.
Yeah, Far Voice Gaming looking good. Here they are, Team 3, representing Neptura's Sanhok prediction. Neither of us have a point from today, so there is quick code there for 1800 UC. Do quickly jump on to the PUBG Mobile official website, Redemption, and pop your details and that code in there real quick. As it flashes up. So free UC, ding ding ding.
Yes, the bell of free UC. Everybody come get some. But yeah, that's that code, and you can go back in the stream as well. Just go back a couple seconds and pause and get that code, screenshot, whatever you got to do to get that 1800 UC over on your account. If you don't get that code though, and you do still want to do a little bit of a top up, just very quickly, go ahead and check out the Kachi shop, because there's some great deals on game top ups there. So go ahead and grab those where you can in the link in the description.
Nice. Back to Fast, just on the edge of our next zone. Making their way up the hill. Caramelia, there's nothing there, my love. It's just a rock. Infinite have already moved on, but she's still looking there. She's waiting for them, but wrong direction. Unfortunately, they've already made their way up to the hillside. It looks like a teammate could have spotted them. There we go. We're looking in the right direction now as we just make our way properly into this zone, so we're not caught out. And Vias though also have eyes on Infinite. Could be trouble now for Infinite, because a couple of teams watching them making their way in. I think Reno got most of that damage then, and the play zone takes down Leah. And look at Infinite, so unfortunate they've got to scrambling to get in the zone. What a great position for Vias. This next zone is there, and it's with them. And Reno just spraying everywhere, dealing this damage. There you go, takes out Chloe through the smoke. Takes out Leah. And look at this from Reno here, and we can see Chloe now trying to extra zoom. Look at this extra zoom coming in now. Brilliant from Reno. 4 eliminations for her, and I think Vice, as it says, had 8. altogether as quickly
Yeah.
and eliminated by Respect, the solo Seren. We just caught the end of that fight there. And
Nice.
fingers crossed she can pick her team back up as she eliminates
Yeah.
Dagestan.
Yeah, I mean, after eliminating, the number one team, you don't want to go out immediately after. So fingers crossed they can get themselves picked back up, dusted off, and on their way. This is kind of, honestly, I was a bit nervous for Far Voice Gaming. They were leaving it very late to get into zone. You got all this high ground around them. Now you got Besiktas coming in behind you. Oh, Far Voice, they gotta work hard to get out of this one because this could be quite tricky for them here.
Yeah, and you can't even do any sneaky business in that kind of area because if you're prone, Zeros is going to see you. She's pushing as well. Fate there, the solo managed to come in 8th place, so I think just getting a point there, a placement point. So GG's to Fate from that great first hot drop in as Gal takes out a Dynasty of Respect. That leaves them a duo. Seren, though, has gone down to Vendetta. Reds is down to Reno, so Vias Reno takes down Megumi as well with the Molotov. She's got knock for knock there, and the doll eliminated by Reno as Oreo goes down to Yildiz. It's a little fight outside zone here. Besiktas and Far Voice Gaming. Yildiz going in with those throwables once again, and Far Voice. Yeah, it looks like Besiktas got the advantage at the moment with the height. Once again, they always find themselves on top of the other team, but look out for other teams around them too. Vias coming up there as well.
Yep. I mean, I think Vias are making the Far Voice Gaming are making the right call here. They've gotten rezzed up as much as they can, and they are out of there, away from that area completely. They're trying to prioritize zone as the zone starts coming on in. So they're going to cross the road across. I think they're going to have to leave Amelia at this point. They cannot wait any longer to even try and get those teammates back up. So Besiktas going to have to move on because there's no one there. But now they're going to target Arm Family. Oh no, they were just having a quiet time getting up the hill, but no longer. Yildiz on the ball.
Yeah. Oh, flash code real quick. 600 UC. Go and get it. Redemption. On the PUBG website. There we go. Flashing up there. And Far Voice Gaming backed off of Besiktas and just ran straight into Vias instead. So now we lost Amelia there. Vias can carry Amelia there. Take out Zero. She spotted her, but she's gone prone in the bush. Hasn't managed to connect all of her shots there for a knock, but Lisa goes down to Reem, and Far Voice avoid one team, run straight into another, and they're still in a tricky situation right now because they've still got the low ground. Vias are pushing, and looking good for Vias right now because they have 14 eliminations. Oh, and she gets spotted out there too. She just waited there a little bit too long, too focused on other players there, Carmelia, and that is Far Voice Gaming out in 4th place, and Vias 15.
Beautiful
eliminations, and we have Besiktas there, and I believe that it's Armed Family, and the stats there going for the Vias team. I gotta keep swallowing because I'm talking so much.
Oh, but look at where that zone's gone. You can just tell it's on those big stone structure thingies that go that way, that Far Voice were just around, I believe. No, never mind, because that's in the blue zone. Never mind, I don't know my maps very well, do I? That's okay. Anyway, but yeah, Besiktas going out there. Beautiful spray coming in from Gala. Oh, and that's it. Our family? What?
No, it's a Vias team win. I think because we were spectating one side, the other players were focused on our family. They were kind of split there. So as we saw them eliminate Besiktas, we missed that final eliminations there on Arm Family, and it will be a Vias team win. And I'm pretty sure around 18 or 19 eliminations there for them.
Yeah. Fantastic job. Yeah, I was thinking Arm Family went out to the zone or something, but no, you're right. The other teams, other players were making it happen for Vias. 28 total points. You love to see it because they're currently 10th with 51 points. So 28 more points on top of that. I think that's 3rd place for them. Looking very good.
Very nice for Vias. That game lasted about 5 minutes.
It did. It really did. I
don't know what happened,
but very quick.
It was very, very fast, and Vias cleaning up there with 18 eliminations.
Yeah, really, really nice work for Vias. You could see it, I think it was phase 3 as we saw that circle narrow on down, and they had just a great little split right in the center of zone on that high ground, and the zone kept going that direction. So they were really able to get very comfortable up on those hilltops and just spray down, and they played that very well. So GG's.
Yeah, nice win for them, and nice to have another different winner for
Exact.
Sanhok Game 3. So with 2 games still to go,
Mhm.
who else are we going to see win
I
tonight?
know. I know.
Some nice variations today, not
Mhm.
all dominated by one team.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And Besiktas doing some good points there in that 3rd place, but 2nd place in terms of points with 13. So that's going to boost them quite a bit in those rankings as well. As Arm Family putting in 9 more points. And with the top 10 being so close as it is, I think this top 3, is actually going to really shift up what we actually see in the overalls right now. It's going to really really change in this game. So very nicely done there. Livion looking good with another 7 points on top of the I think they had a fairly good game last game. So looking good. They're being a little bit more consistent in those points. So very nice to see as we move on to our most eliminations, our MVPs, if you will. And it is going to be Reno and Gala head to head there, as well as Vendetta down in 4th place. So looking good. It's actually Vice and Besiktas now. I look at this more.
Yeah, 2 players from Besiktas and Zeros. Obviously, we saw quite a lot of action from them. We were lucky enough to spectate them, Game Lord and then Far Voice Gaming towards the end. But yeah, Via's team just dominating slightly there a little bit with the 18. That's one of the biggest we've seen tonight. I think the most we've seen tonight.
Whoa,
Perhaps,
yes.
and for the
I think
first
so,
time
yeah.
in a long time, it is
Yeah.
not Dagestan at the top of this graph. It is going to be Vice team with
Yeah.
2,800 damage. And surprisingly, we've had a shift there because look, Dagestan slow a little bit in Sanhok there. They still had 2 eliminations, but just under 600. But it's nice that just look at that. Look at that.
I know.
Miles above the rest of the field there.
It is, it really is. They had complete domination throughout that end game, which is really nice to see. It's fun to see teams, that aren't the same teams having that kind of domination. So it's really nice to see them kind of shine in some of these matches. So very nicely done overall. But here we go. Yep, Vias into that 3rd place, Besiktas into 4th, and Arm Family into 7th. So a really good game for these 3 teams.
Yeah, nice boost up for some of those, and also those bottom 10 teams still not too far off the top 10, so still pretty close there. 9-10 is only a few points off 11th and 12th, and yeah, I think Gaming did those few points that they got from that game, but we're still waiting for a big game from them
Yes.
to get boosted even closer to that top 10, but still 2 more games tonight to go.
Yeah, 2 more to prove, just do it. Just get that comeback started. Do want to mention Fate as well. Before this game had 11 points, and now they're up to 20. So closing that gap, Fate are starting to do a little bit more right now. So that's looking really nice for them. But overall, a great game to really shuffle up who's where on that overall leaderboard. We are going to be seeing Erangel next up on our rotation here. So it's going to be Erangel and then Miramar. But for right now, we're going to go into a little bit of a break. So stay tuned and we'll see you in a few minutes.
Time go, lost in space, superhero vibes up. Put your lights up if you wanna go. Close your eyes now and chase the sun. We gotta move, follow the tempo. Gotta take it ice, we gotta let it roll. There's 100 different words. want more, we let the beat rock across the dance floor. We gotta move, where did the time go? Lost in space, superhero vibes, yo. Put your lights up if you wanna go. Close your eyes now and chase the sun. We gotta move, follow the tempo. Gotta take it ice, gotta let it roll. There's 100 different ways how to spend up all your day. We're gonna make waves out of a new day. We're gonna make waves out of a new day. We're gonna make waves. We're gonna make waves. Put your hands up if you want more. We let the beat rock across the dance floor. We gotta move, where did the time go? Lost in space, superhero vibes, yo. Put your lights up if you wanna go. Close your eyes now and chase the sun. We gotta move, follow the tempo. Gotta take it ice, we gotta let it roll. There's 100 different ways how to spend up all your day. We're gonna make waves out of a new day. We're gonna make waves out of a new day. We're gonna make waves. We're gonna make waves. If you want more, we let the beat rock across the dance floor. We gotta move, where did the time go? Lost in space, superhero vibes, yo. Put your lights up if you wanna go. Close your eyes now and chase the sun. We gotta move, follow the tempo. Gotta take it ice, gotta let it roll. There's 100 different ways how to spend up all your day. We're gonna make waves out of a new day. We're gonna make waves out of a new day. We're gonna make waves. We're gonna make waves. Put your hands up if you want more. We let the beat rock across the dance floor. We gotta move, where did the time go? Lost in space, superhero vibes, yo. Put your lights up if you wanna go. Close your eyes now and chase the sun. We gotta move, follow the tempo. Gotta take it ice, we gotta let it roll. There's 100 different ways how to spend up all your day. We're gonna make waves
Welcome back, everybody. Here we are, ready for this Erangel. I hope y'all are, because it's going to be some pretty spicy stuff. I'm pretty sure we have had some very excellent games coming through here, but no backs-to-back just yet, Majesty.
Nope, not as consistent as it was yesterday with those 3 wins by one team. But yeah, so it's getting a little bit harder again today to predict because it's been going all sorts of ways. But we do not have Group C, so that means we don't have any Dagestan in game. We don't have Besiktas, Livion, almost Fate is also this group, so they'll be missing from Erangel. So my prediction for the first game, my Erangel prediction this time is Game Lord Sirens.
Oh, dang it!
Were you going to say the same to you when I got there first?
You did. Dang it. I was going to go either Erangel or Miramar. So I guess I'll go with a Miramar for this one. Yeah. But Erangel, I don't know. I kind of want to see Humble Dolls do it, honestly. I'd love to see them get a second win here tonight. They've been looking really good on Erangel so far. Yeah, I'll go with them. Okay. I think I'll go with Humble Dolls. Yeah,
a second win today. Let's do it. That would really improve their chances of top 10 if they win today. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking very much forward to that. Guys in chat as well, let us know what your predictions are for this upcoming game. We've had a lot of action up here, so I think we got a pretty good feel of who's doing what and who's going where. So go ahead and show us who your support or who your predictions are over in chat. Wait as well for that game to be coming up here. Let me just mention very quickly, KT Shop. You will find their link in the description below. So while we're waiting for this game, it might be a good time to top up your in-game account with some UC, because KT Shop have lots of discounts and promotions. So you'll always find a great deal, and you can use multiple payment methods to purchase items on both Android and iOS devices. So now would be the perfect time. Whether or not you got those codes in that we've been showing on screen, if you have gotten one, then why not get a little more? If you haven't gotten one, why not make up for it with a visit to KT Shop? So go ahead and check out that link below as we get into that game. And that zone has gone down to the south, looking very much like our Miramar zone, but instead just kind of flipped around. We're going to be seeing a lot of action on that northern side now.
Yeah, I wonder if Far Voice here are just going straight to the island. Yeah, it looks like they're traveling towards that western bridge. Maybe try and grab some loot first, but yeah, maybe a race to get across there, but depending on whether it follows there, who knows? But KYS Inferno, what are we up to? Everyone looting at the minute. So yeah, we came in when the first zone was already upon us, so getting straight into it. And Game Lord way up though in Severny, I believe.
Yes, indeedy. So seeing at the moment a little bit out from KYS especially, actually. We're seeing like a 1-1-1 split, I think, across this little area here. A little bit risky because of how overall trafficy it gets there, but for now they're going to be just fine. There's not really going to be anybody going that way, so not too bad of a spot for them. 8-12 looking a little further to that eastern side over by Mansion. Another fave spot of mine, actually, so I can appreciate this landing spot. But again, these splits coming through here on Erangel, a lot of teams a lot more comfortable with these big splits across the looting zones.
Yeah, we kind of see it a little bit more now, don't we? Especially throughout the tournament too, I think as well. But yeah,
exactly, very true.
Manifest there, and Co over at Mansion and Little Panda as well. There we have a new companion. I haven't seen that one before. Little cutie panda there.
Yeah, it's cute, isn't it? It's a great companion. I tell you what, PUBG have really done some cool stuff with their companions of lately. I mean, I remember when the Falcon came out, and I got the Falcon, and then there was not another companion for years. It was just the Falcon, and now they've really put in some work into those companions. So we got a lot more now, which is really fun. But
Yeah.
do I see a fight brewing, or was my imagination
Yes,
there?
it was at Virtual Gaming and Bonfire, and Meow picks
Ooh.
up one of those eliminations. So I think the other
Mm-hmm.
player, I think they knocked two. So I think maybe being revived, unless it was the same eliminated. I don't know, but yeah, it was Bonfire that they took that point from.
Yeah. Oh, and Rook and Gamabasi as well coming in here. Interesting. Purple going up against Nature right now. Somewhere on the battlefield, not sure where exactly, but we've got Blacklight and Rook. Oh, so it's like a three-way.
Yeah, Gamibasi were in Novo. They were the only team, I believe, that were on the actual island. So whether Rook have maybe done a 2-2 as well, and they've sent two across already. Yeah, I did see Gamibasi land in Novo. But yeah, Blacklight here guarding the bridge as well. And Rook getting caught out a little bit here, because who else is here? It's Vias behind them as well towards Milter.
Dear oh dear. I mean, Rook is a team that we've seen do super well, but today just does not seem to be their day. They try to make all the right plays, but they're just getting caught out on these rotations. So, yeah, Logica gonna have to be left, and Sonder and Opium gonna have to fight for their spot as a duo. But we're seeing, what was that, Bonfire as well? So Virtual Gaming Squad doing some stuff as well. Oh, just trying to run her over there, but not gonna happen.
Yeah, just trying to get her with the wheel, as Amy has actually just gone out to Via. So Blacklight coming in very confident, trying to get their elimination, and getting caught out by Vias, maybe not realizing that is another team there, maybe thinking that it was teammates, or perhaps nobody was out there. But yeah, so Amy unfortunately there goes out, and Peekaboo looks very low here actually.
Does.
Is this a third team coming down? I can just see a team there coming into the mini map. And not sure, do we know what team the dark green color is, Neptura? I'm trying to rack my brain. I can't think. Maybe 8-12. I'm not sure. I don't want to guess and be wrong, but yeah, you can just see them. It looks like they're just hanging out there, just waiting for the right moment.
Yeah.
Just paused for a second there.
Oh, let us see. Come on. Let us see. No. Oh, keep looking the complete opposite direction. And in fact, is Blacklight are actually going to make their way across. So that's interesting. Rook decided to go one way, and now Blacklight decided to go the other way. But do they know that Gimabasi's there? Yes. Surely.
Well, pretty much the side of the bridge. You can just see them there. Trying to decide which side they want to go for, and if they're not careful, Purple is going to spray them down. There you go. They must have realised that Gimabasi already there, and Purple with these sprays of the Scar. They're letting them know, yep, I'm here. So dare cross, go for it, and you'll see what happens. But it looks like they're trying to fall back there. And not go straight into the sights of Gamibasi.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of fair. I'm surprised that they even attempted it, honestly. They had to have known that, they had to have heard those shots coming from across the bridge. I guess maybe they thought, well, maybe they've left already, but it's not really that time. It was too short of a time to really say, okay, they've gone, because it's still a very advantageous position for Gamibasi. So kind of surprised they tried that, but that's fine. They only lose a buggy because of it, so they're going to be on their merry way. Good to go.
Yeah, first zone closing in at 2 seconds on that clock. And we just had a quick look at ARG there. KYS, are we going to have to leave the school area? Just getting ready, waiting for it to show where we're off to. Looks like they are in zone though? No, or is it just
Yes.
coming? I don't know. They are in zone. There you go.
Trying to go up a tree. Okay, that would be a very interesting vantage point for some sprays. Hey, that's a thing. Why does PUBG not have any tree houses?
Oh, don't give them ideas, Metro. People will be like, it'll be like this the Spider-Man theme where they're sat in the top of the trees just spraying everyone, and you're thinking, where is the enemy? And you look up and they're there in the trees, and it just destroys your soul. But yes, tree houses would be nice.
It would.
But you could get easily bombarded up there, couldn't you, with Molotovs and nades?
That's true.
Yeah, you would have great cover from the leaves and great height advantage, but
for sure,
with advantage comes disadvantage. But I don't know. Let's maybe talk to PUBG and get your idea up there, up, sure.
Let's do it, PUBG. I hope you're listening, because good ideas.
Tree houses.
Heck yeah, I'd love to see that. Ooh. Xena is not happy to see Game Lord though. That's one thing they're not looking forward to.
No, Ellie getting her first elimination for this game. Rowan is the target of Yatem. Just unfortunately for Yatem, she had to reload there. Otherwise, I think a few more bullets and she might have had Rowan out the car as well. But Game Lord, familiar place for them. And not going to chase them down though, just going to stick to their in zone.
I mean, it's been a good spot for them so far, and we have seen the zone again go down to this direction, so why would they leave? It's been a great spot for them in the first Erangel. Let's see if they can make it happen in the second Erangel as well. But KYS going up against 812 this time around. Looks like they just got a res. Oh, and an excellent retaliation right there to just kind of hold them off a little bit.
Yeah, unfortunately for Manifest, she does go down. Kitty, with those nades, she's got her M7 there already, just boosting up before it's just to push that Molotov just on the top of the hill. We can see there.
That could be Kowalski.
Nice. She's going to throw that nade straight onto Delicia, and it does knock her there. Perfectly placed. Kowalski is going for the revive. She doesn't have another one, but she does have a Molotov. She could throw that in exactly the same place if she wanted to, and she would take down. Kowalski has gone down though to her teammate's nade. So Kitty now in danger. Who is coming? I'm trying to see. There's a team. There is a team coming as well. Joining this one. So Kitty's got to watch out. She's on her own now, and the third party team pulling up right behind her knocked teammate. Can she get out of this? She's going to get sprayed up by 24 there, and we'll go out to KOS Inferno. But here comes Vias. They want a piece of this. They can see the action happening. They can hear it. And they're going to be the next now to try and take on KYS on this hilltop. I'm wondering, do you think they've pulled up in the right side of KYS here?
I think so, but what I think is that if they're going to pull up on this side with that long entrance, that long kind of that side of the hill, they need to be far more aggressive here. I'm not sure why they're a full squad. I'm not sure why they've decided to just pull short there. They've kind of shot them in the foot a little bit, because now KYS have that res. They're about to get fully meted back up. Vias looks like they're just going to retreat this one. This was a huge missed opportunity for Vias, I think.
Yeah, I feel maybe if they just crashed straight away while the last player of 812 was still there, they could have had a chance. It would have surprised them, definitely. Would have surprised KYS, and maybe would have been bombarded. But yeah, just stopped quite a distance away, let them med up, and we'll just retreat from that now. So very a bit odd. Going for it and then pulling out, but Gala there is going to pull straight into Nats of Blacklight. The Boogie though is managing to escape. Can she carry on? She does. Escapes the aim there.
Does indeed. But going very quickly back to 812, it's a shame 812 actually ended up losing that. I think they lost to that third party. Because 812 had a great rotation, like kind of a flank going on with against the enemy there. It was really, really looking very nice indeed for them. But yeah, just losing those 1v1s, you know, you can have the best strategy in the world, but you lose the 1v1s and you're not going anywhere. So a bit of a shame there for 812, but good strats. I like good potential there.
Yep, Reem there with
miss.
AW looking up at Infinite, and
Oh my
Infinite taking that
goodness.
tower. We've seen a few teams up there in that position before, and I feel like in season 2 of this of the Wonder League, we're seeing more snipers now. We didn't see that many in first season, so nice to see those snipers coming out. And there is your UC code, guys.
Heck yeah.
If you want to get on over to the Redemption Center and redeem that, fill in your details, pop the code in, and you can bag yourself some free UC.
Excellent notion. Grab it while you still can, and get back before the action starts for real, because we're seeing a few kills here. We're seeing a few teams out. Well, 8-12 only at the moment, but that kill feed's starting to go pretty crazy. Y'all want to be back ASAP. I'm confused as to Reem, what happened there. That was 2 headshots. She just narrowly missed there, so very frustrating time for her there. Oh, but Humble. Oh, no. Arm family grabbing some points.
Humble there, just taking out the dolls, and Game Lord are not having a good time against Bonfire. I think they're 3 down, unless they've managed to get a reviver, but I have seen 3 different names get knocked. Hopefully they've got some revives up, and that is Bonfire that they are up against at the moment. But we're still here with Armed Family and the dolls. You can see Bonfire in that zone there, a bit further away. Red's there bleeding out, and but I think Bonfire, are they split up because they're also targeting Blacklight, so they must have maybe a 2-2 split, because there you can see the other 2 just in the zone there. As we go to Game Lord, managed to get the full team back up and revived. We're going in the shack there, and there Malak is eliminated. Nads goes down to Diabla as well, so elsewhere just sent Lisa further into this zone here, as Blacklight there will be eliminated. And that's only the second team to be eliminated. We're in stage 4.
Yeah. They've really waited until this end game as much as possible. Interesting from Game Lord to have that really big split across that western edge of zone there. Big split, risky split with that 1-1-1 kind of deal going on, but so far it seems to be paying off. Amy, though, tough spot to be in. She's got Gemabasi right above her. Rook, they were looking really good for a second in the kill feed, and now they've kind of, they're eliminated. They're gone. Huh.
Who knows?
Righty then.
Who knows what happened, because we didn't get to see it. But it is going to be Infinite now, the next team under pressure. It is Far Voice Gaming. There, Dodina, the last one up for her team, as Leah is confirmed, and by Lisa there. Nilsu of Bonfire go down to Ellie of Game Lord, and Gal from Vias coming in and getting that final elimination on Infinite, as we see them go out in 13th. Gami Bassi now under pressure as well. Couple of players down for them. A solo, player. And look at that zone. We've got a great big patch of water. There's Gummy Bassi are eliminated in 12th. Gangster Girls quickly getting their teammate back up. And I actually, this is one of my favorite places actually in this map. I do like this spot, and it's not a bad spot for this zone either.
No, it's an excellent spot for that zone. Really looking good. Another good spot here is Exact Respect is, and you got a really nice little split going on, so they're in full control of those builds. The only reason why I don't like this spot is specifically as much is that's a lot of traffic. You see all those, you got Far Voice in the compound right next to you, and then you got all these teams up on the hillside. It's very, very tricky to actually stay alive in this area. So, I mean, more power to them. They're going to need a lot of luck here.
Yeah, and with a lot of players coming in as well. So we're kind of, now that the zone is a little bit smaller, we can kind of see where more teams are. Kind of keep an eye on the action as Meow is trying to spray up Kowalski. Not quite enough for her though. And that next zone is coming in. Who is gonna have a job of the next rotation? And there it is. Just shifted into the center a little bit more.
Okay. So that's looking nice for a lot of those teams onto the south side, not too far away for them to move in. Looking good for these teams as well, because they just have to edge in ever so slightly. Might be a little bit harder than it looks, but certainly not for Virtual Gaming Squad, because they got this entire hillside to really protect them from any sort of issues. Oh, but Vias get taken out there in the middle of the zone. You got Arm Family got an interesting spot out here. Potentially very nice, but they are outside of zone, so they're going to have to move in as well.
Yeah, looking at that zone, I presume it will have moved away from the gangster guilds as well, next to the bridge. Looking at where that is, but we'll get confirmation pretty soon as we see Game Lord Sirens nicely in this zone with a couple of teams around them. Gotta watch out now, those smokes going up. Your Tem needs to heal up real quick, dipping down into that smoke. It's kind of busy around this area. The Virtual Gaming Squad and KYS as well. There we go. We can just see them now. Kowalski's hanging on by the last bit of health that she has, and Naked of Meow takes her out there. So Game Lord Sirens now gotta fend off these two teams, because we're just the other two teams are sitting right on the edge of zone. They are in it, but obviously when the next zone comes in, we're going to see who is going to be chasing that next zone. But they've still got a minute to go. Meow taking out 24. Kowalski goes out to Meow as well. Confirm their 6th elimination. And Virtual Gaming Squad coming back after their too soon in boot camp.
Indeed, looking like a very strong game for them. I tell you what, Gamewood playing a very dangerous game right here. Just weaseling their way in between two different teams just about. We'll see how they can manage it, because it looks like Reem's got a pretty good handle of the situation so far.
Yeah, it was Far Voice Gaming knocking one of the girls there from Game Lord. Diablo looks like she wants to push up. Again, I feel like they've gone for that lower ground here and just getting caught out. They are getting help from some other teams there. Bonfire knocking a member of Virtual Gaming. Masara, they're going to be concentrating on Armed Family for a second. But yeah, again for Game Lord, maybe just finding themselves in that long game. Same with Sanhok.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, it's interesting. They keep finding themselves in those situations. I understand the push coming in here. They wanted to clear that hillside. They thought maybe that KYS and Virtual Gaming Squad would actually clear each other out a little bit there, but it's not really turned out in that direction. And now Game Lord down to 3 as Diablo goes down to the Molotov. Oh dear. Looking very tough for them. I'm surprised, that they're actually... Oh, no, never mind. They are out. I was going to say, I'm surprised, a team in this sort of situation like Game Lord is... hang on, is actually surviving as long as they did, but they do go out, and now another solo from the Humble Dolls is grabbing points left, right, and center.
Yeah, but there is Kiki, and look at X Zone. Who is that right in there? It is the pink team.
Farm Family. Bonfire.
Bonfire is the pink team, aren't they? It's Bonfire down there. I think they're a duo. They are. Here comes Respect. You have a full... Looks like they want to crash ARG first. Seren is going straight there to the shack. And there we go. Rowan is going to go down. She's got a full squad there, I think, nearly. And so she will go down there. The doll solo just got eliminated there, Neptura. So that is them out. And what is going on right now? Respect crashing ARG.
What? Are you serious?
ARG have hung on there, eliminated Respect. I feel like that was purely because the one player went first, and then the rest came a little bit after. If they'd gone together, possibly, because the first player did well. She managed to get a knock. Yeah, looks like they also got tagged up by Arm Family, actually. So Arm Family helping out ARG there a little bit, I think.
Absolutely, guys. Very interesting turn of events, but AR still in it. You love to see it. That's what they needed. So good, fair amount of points going their way. Far Voice Gaming still in it. They're in the middle of zone, and they're a full squad. I think I predicted them for the wrong game.
Yeah, and I'm thinking about the same for Virtual Gaming Squad, because they're still in it as well.
Yeah.
With their players as well. So
Yeah.
we're getting these teams, but just on the wrong map. But
I
Farboys Gaming
know.
really need this game, so it's nice to see them a full squad with 7 eliminations. So definitely 7 points already from this game, and we've just lost it as the zone is closing in.
Okay.
Thankfully, that could have been a little bit exciting, couldn't it? Because none of us would have known who had won that game then. We'd have to wait for the results to come up. That would be a bit a bigger surprise.
That would, wouldn't it?
The statistics there are going with Farvoys Gaming, but Virtual Gaming Squad, I'm sure will have something to say about that. So will Armed Family, as that nade comes in from MEWL onto Alina, and it lands perfectly on her. She tried to jump up at the last second, but perfectly timed, perfectly placed, followed by the Molotov, and she sees Taya as well. Now they're doing the business. She already has 6 eliminations for herself. I think there will be 8. And she's going to take out free nice. She takes out the whole of Arm's family on her own. Oh my goodness. Oh there. Oh my. Girl. And it is Farboys Gaming and Virtual Gaming Squad. We predicted them just for the wrong map, Snapchat.
We did.
It is going to be a 3v3 right now, because Oreo is down and Virtual Gaming Squad are coming for Farboys, but have they got time to revive? It looks like they are trying to do so, but Kai there trying to provide some nice sprays there, not quite reaching the target though. And Reem, she's going with it. She's going with that A-dub. She's with the close range, the damage would from that, if it was a clean shot, would be perfect. But here we go. MEWL though, with 9 eliminations, goes down to the nade of Paramelia, and she's going with this 8. She's going with a sniper for the close range. This is what we're talking about right now, Reem.
For real.
I mean, just the evidence there, just for the single shots as Oreo goes down to Kai. Kai finally finds the right angle. Reem takes down Paramelia, and could this be the pressure of Virtual Gaming Squad going to put them? I believe. Who do we have left up there? Farvo. Is there 2 of them? So is it 2v2 right now? Possibly
it could be. Yeah,
2v2. Reem still edging closer. Maybe now is the chance for Virtual Gaming to zone keep and keep Farvoys out from reaching it. But they have given them a few seconds to revive, you know, and they could be at that disadvantage once again and be outnumbered. Do have good positioning though, and Reem is not letting go with that sniper. Lisa pops up. Lisa's going to get spotted by Reem. She does go down there. In the end, I thought she might have had a chance to get away, but she will go down. We're going to have some more sprays there with the red dot. We're just shooting everything now. Kai takes down Amelia. So once again, I think it's a 2v2. Amelia will be eliminated though this time, so no chance of a revive there. Amelia trying to get down in time, but not Farboys Gaming, but Virtual Gaming Squad still putting that pressure on, still creeping forward. Every shot they take, Reem goes down, and it will be Amelia and Reem there taking out the last players. I am right, aren't I?
Yes.
It was a win for Virtual Gaming Squad.
It was.
The end there, but it was Virtual Gaming Squad. And I just predicted them for the wrong game. How are they going to do this to me? They have it too soon when I predict them. Then they come back and say, we're sorry about that. We didn't mean it. Here's a win. And a good comeback there for Virtual Gaming Squad. But Farboys Gaming also, great game for them. They needed those points too.
Yeah. Absolutely. GG's all the way around. And I gotta say, Virtual Gaming Squad played that perfectly. The amount of pressure they kept putting on Farvoys there, just nade after nade and spray after spray, getting the angles, changing the angles, and one. It made sure that Farvoys had 0 recourse. They couldn't attack. They couldn't do anything except continue to defend and scramble and pick up pieces where they could. So that actually gave full control over to Virtual Gaming Squad, put Farvoys on the defense, and you love to see it played like that. Really, really well done by Virtual there. Fantastic win for them, and that's going to be so many points going their way.
Yeah, a nice 27 total, and
Mm-hmm.
just brilliant from Meow as well. We saw her eliminate Arm Family there one by one, and
Mm-hmm.
just a great team effort in the end
Mm-hmm.
from the two girls that were left. But Farvoys definitely did not go out without a good fight. There they are,
Absolutely.
picking up 14 much needed points for them with those 8 eliminations, and Arm Family
Yeah.
with 11 points.
Looking very, very nice indeed. Still, yeah, like we were saying, just a fair few points going to a lot of teams who so looking very nice. ARG as well, getting 7 points here, so that's a good result for them. They are down in 18th with 36 points, so those 7 gonna bump them up quite a few spots. So looking good on that front as well. But we are gonna get into our MVPs of this game. Virtual Gaming Squad gonna be taking up 3 out of those slots.
Yeah, great efforts from them. 9, of course, from Mial. We saw a few of them playing, and then 4
Mhm.
across the board for Reem, Gala, and Caramelia, and then Kai
Mhm.
there with the 3 taking that
Mhm.
5th spot.
Yeah. Meow with the 9 though. Oh my goodness. I mean, 1v3ing our family certainly helped towards that tally, but sheesh, great games from all these players, really. I mean, that was a great game overall. In general, for all of those teams, as we see by the graph, I mean, Virtual Gaming Squad just up and away with their points and damage there, but the rest of the squads looking pretty good across the board.
Yeah, nice from Virtual Gamers, who obviously, with the the few points that they had from Sanhok, I mean they did
Hmm.
get some eliminations, but obviously going out with her too soon. So to
Yeah.
get her too soon, then come back and win
Oh yeah.
how they did,
Mhm. Mhm.
great comeback from them. But Jess
Yeah,
and
very
Farvoys too,
nice.
with nearly 1700 damage.
Mhm. Mhm.
But that damage from Virtual Gaming, though, 3,314
Mhm.
damage.
Yeah.
Some good damage from some of the teams. Respect there, getting over 1,000, as well as Game
Mhm.
Lord and KYS too, with 5 eliminations there for their
Mhm.
900 damage.
Yeah, looking very good. We'll just mention very, very quickly that Virtual Gaming Squad, this was their last match of the evening. They will not be joining us for the Miramar because they're in Group E. So, an excellent way to end the night for them. Fantastic work coming in from Virtual. But here's the overall standings. Where did they go? 5th place, tied for 4th. Before this game, they were in 12th.
It's just with every day that we play, every game we
Mm,
play, we're always
mm,
surprised by where teams just jump up to.
yes,
That's how
they
close
did.
it
Yeah.
is from like, from a massive cluster of these teams. It's so close that
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
every game we play, we see a shift in the
Yeah.
placements, and it's
Yeah.
literally, just fantastic how even it kind of is really, with the standard of all of them,
Mm-hmm.
that
Mm-hmm.
one game can really change the overall table.
Absolutely. I mean, if you look at the points and the kind of points that these teams have been getting, like with really good games, right? So the 27, 28 pointers, Livion could easily have one of those games and get into the top 5 easily. That's how close it is, and they're currently down in 18th position. So, very very exciting moving into the last game of tonight, but also in the next couple of days. So we won't get ahead of ourselves just yet, but we will be getting into that Miramar very very shortly. So we'll get into a little bit of a quick break while we get all that set up, and we'll see you in a bit.
Lost in space, superhero vibes, yo. Put your lights up if you wanna go. Close your eyes now and chase the sun. Take it ice, we gotta let it roll. There's 100 different ways how to spend up all your day. We're gonna make waves. Part of the new wave. We're gonna make waves. Part of the new wave. tempo. Gotta take it ice, we gotta let it roll. There's 100 different ways how to spend up all your day. We're gonna make waves. Part of a new day. We're gonna make waves. Part of a new day. We're gonna make waves. We're gonna make waves. If you want more, we let the beat rock across the dance floor. We gotta move, wait till the time go. Lost in space, superhero vibes up. Put your hands up if you wanna go. Close your eyes now and chase the sun. We gotta move, follow the tempo. Gotta take it ice, gotta let it roll. There's 100 different ways how to spend up all your day. We're gonna make waves. Part of a new day. We're gonna make waves. Part of a new day. We're gonna make waves.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that short break as we will be heading over to our final game of the evening. It is going to be Miramar. We are going to be losing Group E for this last game. So, Infinite Respect, Virtual Gaming Squad, and KYS will not be joining us for this one, but we will have Group C back. So, Livion, Fate, Dagestan, and Besiktas all joining us here for this final Miramar, Majesty.
Yeah, do you think Dad would go for first
Oh.
and last games? But maybe, but I'm not going to back them this time.
Ooh, okay.
I backed them last game last night.
Mm-hmm.
Final game tonight. I'm actually going to go with the girls over at Bonfire
Oh,
for
excellent.
my last prediction tonight.
Nice.
So Bonfire is my last one. Fingers crossed. Neither of us have got a point
Mhm.
yet. We've had
True.
a terrible day compared
It's been
to
a bad night.
yesterday. We did pretty good yesterday. Who are you going to go
Yeah.
for?
I think I'm gonna go with Game Lord for this one. They've
Oh,
been
yes.
revving their engines all night, so I think it's about time they got a win. So yeah, I'll go with them for this one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
switching over from the last game when I got there before you, but yeah, you can have your pick now for the last game, and we'll just wait
thank
to
you.
get on that flight, and hopefully
Mhm.
Bonfire don't have that long fight out in the blue zone again.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, hopefully that was just a little bit of silliness both teams' part. So hopefully they can get that that done and dusted, ready to go as we head on over into Miramar. There goes animation. I'm gonna be just watch quickly. My phone's getting very slow because we're at 2% and I don't have my charger, so I'll lose access to chat very quickly here. So I'm gonna try and read as much as I can before that. But ooh, an interesting path, Majesty, for this on the east side.
Yep, it's Very nice. So still the usual spots, Lost Leones and quick guys in chat. I know some of you didn't get the first ones because you weren't quick enough, but there is the next 600 UC code. Jump onto the redemption center on the official PUBG mobile website, enter your details, pop in that code, and see if you can be the first one to claim that UC. And
Exactly.
yeah, and just while if Neptura phones dies, if you do have a special message for her in the chat, don't worry, I can pass it on to her. So
Excellent.
still show your love for the girls and for Neptura as well. And keep an eye out for them.
Well, I appreciate that, but that zone I appreciate as well, Majesty. It looks very nice. It looks very spicy, which you gotta love for the last game of the evening. Seeing a couple of hot drops. Is that 3 teams there? Yeah, it is, because Far Voice are in amongst all that, but not for long. I don't think they're gonna be just trying to get a vehicle and get out of there. But looking pretty good so far. Also, pro tip, guys, in about those codes. Put the stream on 2 times speed. That will make sure you get the first glance at those codes, and you will be one of the first grabbers. If you think there's going to be a code coming up pretty soon, then go ahead and put that on 2 times speed. So there you go.
Well, that's something I did not know, that you could do that like that. But you're seeing into the future, or what?
Yeah,
you got it on 2 times
basically.
Speed. So you see the stream before. I don't know. Like, how does 2 times speed work? I don't know. I have to try that and see if it works. But if you're one of those people who don't have it on 2 times speed and you miss out, you can always hop on over to Catchy Shop there, the sponsors of the tournament. They are trusted by millions of gamers around the world with discounts and promotion. You'll always find a great deal in Catchy Shop. You can use multiple payment methods to purchase items. So if you're iOS or Android, don't worry, they support both there. So if you need some more UC, time to go on over to shop if you weren't lucky enough to redeem that free one with the codes there. And look at this bonfire landing with Vias here. Are we in El Azahar? I think we are. And bonfire again landing with another.
Yes, indeed. Yes, they are. And it's Vias as well. Vias been having a pretty good round the second half of tonight. So this could be a very critical fight for both these teams. Looking very close, if I'm not mistaken, in those rankings. Kind of mid-table for both of them. So could be quite the fight coming up here. And I'm completely wrong because Vias is currently in 3rd place. So ignore me completely. But yeah, 3rd place for Vias, Bonfire in 7th. So still pretty close in points. They'll be looking, each of them, to keep this fight going and win it in the end.
Yeah, I think it's just a good thing for them that El Azahar is in the zone, so they don't have to rush. Like Bonfire kind of had that problem in the last. So if they need to, both teams can just sit back for a little bit, take their time. But Kumsel, I thought Vendetta had spotted her first, but no, it will be Vendetta to go down. Gucci going to be the next player to come in there. Gal, no helmet or vest there, so not had a great opportunity to loot up yet. Vias team just stuck on the side of the road, but she will take down Gucci there with that. And Kumsel just on the stairs. No, Nilsu goes down to that Uzi and not wasting any time. Thirsted there, and Kumsel goes down. I believe the DBS. We just look. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Bonfire. That's happened to me twice tonight. It's all my fault.
Majesty! Oh
my goodness. That's twice tonight. My iPhone has gone out straight away. I've had a terrible night.
The curse
I'm so
is
sorry.
strong with you tonight. Oh my goodness.
Oh, it's
Poor
been terrible
Bonfire.
tonight. I know. I'm sorry. And to well, it happened to virtual gaming and boot camp too, and it's all
Yeah.
my fault.
Well, hey, look at it this way though. We did see virtual next game, so maybe you've just made sure that Bonfire win the Erangel tomorrow, the first game of the night. Who knows?
All right, fingers crossed for them. I hope so. Pull it back.
Yeah.
Well, I can relax now during
Ah.
this game and just spectate because my prediction is not on the line anymore. So I just gotta hope that Neptura is also joking.
Yeah.
But yeah, none of us
Exact.
have done the best tonight with predictions
Yeah.
compared to last night. But hopefully tomorrow will be a little bit better.
Indeed, indeed. And for Bonfire, not the end of the world. They've had a pretty decent night tonight, so they do go out early for this one game. But overall, they've had a great night, so looking very good indeed. That circle's actually off the map. Interesting. Love to see it, though. Very, very spicy indeed. And that is going to be some nice points going over to Vias, though, creeping up to GLD, 4 points behind. So Vias, where have they come from? Looking really good tonight as well.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's predictions. I think it's been such an unpredictable night.
Oh, yeah.
We've had a range of teams winning and teams coming from the bottom 10 to the top 10. So yeah, it's been I feel like a random night, but a good night for most of these teams.
Yeah, it has been a lot. Very, very nice night indeed for a lot of these teams, and for a lot of lower place teams as well. So it's been a run for them. But I just got the notification my phone will be dying in T-minus 30 seconds. Yay! So goodbye, chat. It's been great seeing ya. I'm logging off. Oh dear. Anyway, we see Gimabasi over here in Power Grid. Got pretty grouped together for a Power Grid split there, but that's because probably looting phase is kind of over now. We're getting into that stage 2. We are seeing Fate move into their spots in zone. This southern side is going to be pretty heavy with all this kind of traffic and everything, I think. So Fate being one of the first teams to move into this area, this could give them some really nice points if teams continue to go up this road.
Yeah, and Fate have been pulling it back a little bit today, haven't they? They've really gone for it, and it's paid off for them, and they've closed that gap a little bit, so they weren't left too far behind overall standings. And
exactly,
you know, if they can keep it up and keep pushing like they have been and eager for it, then who knows? Maybe we'll see them up as well. As we just headed to the bike shed there for Blacklight. They want to take a bike through Miramar, and that'll be fun if to watch that. But I don't know, maybe it would be better. Maybe the bike would be more useful. I don't know.
Maybe.
What do you think?
I think it could be actually. Because it's less finicky than some of these vehicles. It's a little more stable in some ways. So yeah, it could actually go quite well. Nads though panicking ever so slightly. She's on a trike and there's Game Lord ready to spray her down. Oh no, it's all going wrong. She's on the wrong side of that hill, but she does it. Oh, just.
Yeah, she does it for now, but how quick before Game Lord shows up? Lisa's already jumped in her car. She's on her way, but can Nads fend them off? No, she will go down there too in the end. And here comes Peekaboo. Ding ding. I'm coming, but she might be a little bit slower. Nads there just eliminated. That's Blacklight. A duo. I'm not sure what happened to Amy. We must have lost Amy. Here we go. Let's see some of this driving for our last game.
I like it.
This is nice. She hasn't flipped over yet. That's what I was worried about over these hills. Let's check the next one. It's a bit like a speed ramp, isn't it? Go flying over there. But yeah, she looks good on that bike.
Yeah, looks really nice actually. I might have to try that next time I play Miramar. I don't remember there being bike stations though. That's before my break that I had from PUBG. So yeah, I need to get back into Miramar and try and test out those bikes. Very interesting. Love where Humble Dolls are right now. Great high ground. If they can continue to keep that spot, that could come in real handy for them.
Yeah, looking good, Dolls. Another team that have had a really decent day. And,
Yes,
yeah,
and
it really
just-
has. I really feel like it has been a day for the mid and the bottom table teams, more than the top few teams. As Satanova's going to go through there as well. Love to see it. What we're going to do next? Oh, nice landings there. So nobody's flipped over yet. Actually, today, seen that many crashes in Miramar.
We haven't. No, we really haven't. So much improvement on for all the girls here so far, at least. But we could be speaking too soon. You never know. We're still on Miramar at the moment. You know how we've been going lately. I mean, I've been caster cursing teams left, right, and center. You're prediction cursing them. I think we have to be very careful with what. But yeah, four so far. Fingers crossed with all of that. No crashes, no real crashes on Miramar. So look, nice there with their 2-2 split of eliminations there as well, looking nice. Dagestan out in the zone, so they're actually taking a little while to come on in, as well as they're doing that same thing as well. But Vias going very, very close to Armed Family there. They're going to have to be careful. We shall see.
Yeah, it's very calm. Last game, we've had all that excitement through the first few games, and I feel like the last game now, taking it steady. We're not getting too excited.
Yeah.
And, we're going to wait for the closer zones to push in before the real starts. And there it is. There is the timer. 6 seconds, and we'll see where we're going to head to next with our play zone.
Phase 3 about to begin. Here we go. And it's nowhere near 812, that's for sure. It has continued to go north. So Dagestan, Gangsta Girls, and 812 all have to move on in. 600 meters as well. But Vias not in zone either. 900 meters, and Besiktas are in their way.
Yeah, Athena, they're just going down. And the next team to kind of be on a bit of a rampage today, coming for Besiktas, and maybe see if we can hold them outside the zone. We're going to fight there on the edge of this blue zone. We're going to push onto Facia next. What can Facia do now? She can't hold off, and it's going to be Rena that gets that knock. Rena's gone down to Yildiz, so of course she will not go out without a fight. And Facia there is eliminated, I believe. Rena down there. Athena has gone down to Reem as well. 6th point there so far for Vias. And who do we have left for Besiktas? There is 2 up, so they haven't managed to get those revives. And I wonder if they're just going to try... no, they're not even there, are they? Are they split up? They've gone already, they've gone. I was wondering if they just jumped in the vehicle and just dipped. You know, they don't want to go out just yet, the duo that's left.
Indeed, yeah, looks like that is the case, because they're down to a duo, like you said, and they're going to just skedaddle. No point at this stage in the game leaving yourself open to damage from the zone. There's just no point, so they're going to go ahead and retreat first. Vias actually avoiding Besiktas' line down there, so they're actually going to go a little bit to the north. Livion. Now, I was just talking about a big win from them would put them right into that. Is this the game that they're going to be doing that with? They look like they want a really good spot. They have a really good spot, but teams are quickly surrounding them. If they can hold on to it, this might do them a lot of good here.
Yeah, Farvo's just below them. We just saw a glimpse of Fate as well. And in our kill feed, I believe I saw Rook with a knock onto Game Lord.
Yeah.
So Game Lord there and Rook going toe to toe as that zone. 30 seconds left. Utem has gone down to Nature. Here comes Rook. They're pushing up in their vehicles, so 2 down, but I think Game Lord, it's time to get the first knock revived. So they're just going to pull up on the right hand side. Nice little stop from her there.
Excellent.
Going to push in. She has the cover of her teammates, but it's going to be Ellie there supporting her teammates as well, getting that knock there. And we're going to jump to Livion Eternity, still in their compound though, and the zone has gone to Varvoice.
Oh, it has. Oh, Livion, I am gutted for them. This was looking like such an excellent spot for them, but it is not to be. They are going to have to move out, move into a new zone. Also love what Rook has been doing in that fight with Game Lord. Those flanks have just been really, really good. Really nice knowledge of the flanks and the angles able to be gotten there. So very nice indeed. Any Light trying her her hand at levitation there for a little bit. Oh my goodness, that vehicle is cool. But going out to the play zone there as well, that's very interesting from Vias.
Yeah, but that play zone once again, and then quickly followed by Gangster Girls and Gummy Bassy. Gummy Bassy, I feel like haven't had usual consistent day today, just slipping a little bit. But there they go, Melina going out. Zeros goes down to Kiki. So the dolls have found Besiktas there. And I believe it's just one left for our Besiktas team. They're still eliminated by the Gangster Girls. And Fate look like they're moving in on Gangster Girls as well. See there in the kill feed. And Rook, where are we headed to now? So Game Lord didn't get that elimination onto Rook. They managed to regroup and get that revive up, and Lisa now trying to keep them from making their way any closer, as Dahu has Freeps and Alina right in front of her. She's only using the buggy as cover there. There's the nades coming in. And will this be accurate enough to take down Dahuha? Not quite.
No.
Free bidding to Gangster Girls. Gangster Girls coming in this way as well. It's a little bit. I'm trying to think of the word. It's a little bit something over here right now. There's quite a few teams. 8-12 now. Yatem goes down to Fataba Alina, getting tagged up by Gangster Girls, and I think. We're going to have to move because that blue zone is coming, and it is a strong one. We're in stage 4, so you can't mess around here, girls. Reds takes down Xena. Where are the dolls? Because the dolls just haven't... There you go. It looks like the dolls actually could be in zone and are picking off the girls down below. There they are to the right-hand side. Freaks is trying to drive away. Riran is risking it all. She's risking it. She's going to go down in the zone. She's only got bandages anyway, and she really risked that just to get that knock on our family. And look at this from dolls. They've got 2 in the zone, 2 just picking off the players trying to make their way in. So good position there for dolls.
Yeah, looking very, very good for them. Great positioning coming in from Humble. Looking really, really nice. If they can just continue to keep this going. Sophia, I'm sorry. I will shush immediately. That is like the 3rd time that's happened. But there we go. They're looking pretty good, though. The good news is for Sophia is they are probably able to get that knock if the zone's not going to be too mean to them, because Arm Family and Fate, and there's I think another team down there somewhere, that are all kind of fighting each other. So no one's really looking at Humble right this second. But some nice nades coming in from Kiki, but just getting caught out there by Fate as well from across the red way.
Yeah, Sophia will be left to bleed out there as Kiki quickly goes down to Sarah of Fate. And what a good day Fate are having, but plenty of time for Kiki to be revived. And don't forget, girls, we got to think about this zone. We've seen it far too often during this phase, the play zone eliminating so many players because we're just fighting out on the edges and not getting in zone quick enough.
Exactly.
And she's only got that 1 med as well, but she's still going for it, and she gets caught out again by Illy this time. She really wants these kills on our family. She's risking everything. She's going to get revived again. We'll have to use her last med, and I think is it time now just to go to zone?
Yes.
Because a few more teams are coming in that side as well. You can see A down there as well. Maybe dolls just need to call it a day. Our family will live to fight another day. We've already started to make their way in as well. As we quickly go on over what happened to Vias.
I know.
Because Vendetta is the last one up for the Vias team now. And Satan Nova kill for you going down to ARG Angels there. So Bazumi down to Fate. So Dagestan between 2 teams there going down. And you can just see them in our zone now as we have 31 players left in this stage. and
Oh my
Tap
god.
getting tagged up by Farvoice Gaming, who are coming for a good game too. And yeah, 12 teams still left, and it's getting very, very tight there in the zone.
It really boys have Bajik just right behind them. They're gonna have to be very careful of. But God, 30. Well, remaining. That is absolutely insane. The amount of angles that just aren't able to be used by so many of these teams, and so open. Miramar doesn't have a whole lot of grass. So there's so many open, flat areas without a lot of cover that these teams are just going to struggle to actually use the space remaining. ARG done a great job in this game so far. 6 eliminations, full squad still up if they can get that res going. So they've been looking good the last couple of games.
The zone is starting to eat people up now. Look at all these teams just on edges.
Yep.
As that I think she just threw a smoke there. 8-12, just the duo there of but not a bad spot from them. They've got 8-12 surrounding them, and Livion are here too, but focused on Rose right now, and will eliminate the Dagestan player. And just one player of Dagestan left there. And Rawan now taking out the kill feed, catching up. Red has gone down. All the dolls there are going to struggle to get into this thing. Livion.
No one's in it.
Yeah, Livion have the but not in the zone, so they're going to have to jump down at some point. So with Game Lord, so at 8-12, no one's really claimed it yet. Who's going to be the first team in there? I wouldn't like to be in there first because we're going to hide. I have no idea. But that's a tricky one over there.
It really is. What's interesting as well is we've only got 2 full squads up at this point in time, Rook and 8-12. So 2 teams that need these points a lot more than some of the others up at the top of the list, and looking really, really good for these as Megumi goes down, and he's going to be the dolls getting taken out there. GG's. 8th place, not bad, because they got quite a few kills as well, so it's been a good game from... This is such a difficult zone. I mean, what even is this zone? This is not normal. So it's a really tough zone for actually these teams to have a last game on.
Yeah, I kind of feel like Rook wanted to make their way in there. You just saw their vehicles, but decided to edge as well. So we're still fighting the edge zone as Game Lord go out there and nade from Kimka, and Lisa going down to Satanova. Top 6, yeah, nobody really wants to move into the middle of this zone. We're all sitting on the edges. Kimka they're going to manifest, and 8-12 there.
God, that nade was to the face.
Satanova is right down there as well for Dagestan, and still Honey, I think, for Livion, our voice into that zone, and I think they look like they've got good sights there onto this cliff side, and so Team 8-12 there, got to be careful. Rook right up there as well, that nade going onto Piavka. And Honey there taking Lisa. So Livion, Honey, there you go. You can see her there as Farvoice Gaming. They've got a few more meters to run. Here comes Rook though. But Rook are going to go to the same area that 8-12 are, and it's still outside a zone. And that zone's going to come in very shortly, and they're going to have to make a scramble for this zone. And I think Farvoice and who is that Blacklight could have a chance to maybe pick off some of these players, because look, they're scrambling now. They're running into this zone. Just making it in there, and good use of that smoke there just to cover that dip. And Honey there for Livion down there. Here she is. Futaba is going for her though, and there you go. We'll be eliminated 8-12 in the end. So we got our top 3. It is 8-12 Futaba solo. And what happened to Farvoice? Who just eliminated Farvoice Gaming? I just in the kill feed, I think, while we were watching. Futaba there, so Rook and Blacklight left there. Malak wants to get revived very quickly, and Rook and 8-12, you can see them on this side of our zone. Here they are, full squad up. This is going to be another team that's going to needs these points as well for this top 10 race. So what a great day for the bottom half of the table, to be honest.
Yes.
As teammate 12 there might struggle coming in behind them. Rook Eternal going to focus quickly on Blacklight first. They are a duo, so they've got a duo and a solo. Of 8-12, and still that nade
Nice
gets
nade.
a bit of damage, not quite close enough, but enough that they need to stop and heal. And I wonder if any players there could flank around this side of Blacklight. There we go. Peekaboo has gone down to Sonder, and the blue zone is probably take them out anyway, because that is closing in now. She's got a chance of reviving, but she's got to med up herself there as well for Black. And I think the zone might take these points. There we go. It's going to be Nature taking out Malaka, the final one for Tava is the last player, and it's going to be a final win for Rook Eternal there in our final game, Miramar. And what a variety of winners we have today.
I know. It's been so nice. And each one has come out on top with gusto, you know. They've not just kind of limped to victory. They have dominated. And that is not any different with Rook at all. Rook, I love how they played that end game there, going straight to 8-12, eliminating them because they had the high ground, right? So they had that advantage. They knew that they all had to get in zone. So they kind of held back ever so slightly and let 8-12 feel more pressure than they did with that zone, with a team behind them and in front of them and all that sort of stuff. Eliminated them, got them kind of down to a duo or a solo, and then put their attention on getting down themselves. So very nicely timed, very nicely played from these girls.
Yeah, and just what a unusual day rates mixture of eliminations, winners, good points for the bottom 10, and it's just ever so, slightly made that race for the top 10 even closer.
It has.
These teams coming in there, Rook with 18 points, 8-12 with 12 points, who also need these points. Great. Livion is there as well with 8 points. Fantastic. Far Voice Gaming, Humble. Just fantastic. ARG with 7. Obviously, Vias already pretty settled on the overall standings, but look at all those teams that are really going to benefit from that and make the next 2 days even closer.
Exactly. I mean, top 5 are all teams that needed those points. I believe all of those teams are on the bottom half, if I'm not the case there, with ARG in that 7 with 7 points as well. Gangster Girls. So Vi's the only one here really in this top 8 that actually are already settled, like you said, in the top 10. The rest of these teams, so 7 out of the 8 teams that got a really good game here, need these points. So really, really nicely played.
Yeah, that's just fantastic for them and fantastic for us as spectators going into day 4 tomorrow. So a few of those teams in the top 10 who maybe thought, we were a little bit comfortable. We've got a bit of a gap between these bottom 10, that half of the table. Not anymore.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking really, really nice. It's just so exciting, like you said, right? This really just livens everything up. The gaps that we thought kind of were starting to appear, those distances between points, between placements, they're all gone. I mean, we saw a little bit of that come into the first couple of games, and then it just went away very, very quickly again. So looking really, really nice here.
Yeah, what a nice spread teams 2 for our most eliminations, and what an even game, because 4 kills there will take first and second for Reds and Opium, and then 3 for Satanova, Myrna and Lisa. So not one heavy hitting player or team there. So I bet this is going to be a nice eliminations and damage comparison for us for this final game.
Yes, indeedy. You love to see it. Yeah, it's always nice when these teams actually, there's no one dominating power over the other, just everybody's having a really good game. Doesn't happen all too often, zones come into play and placement and all that sort of stuff. And sometimes you get some hardships that really just favor one team over the other. Oh my goodness me. I don't think we've seen something that even ever. And Game Lord, you gotta feel bad for him. That damage is astounding for only 3 kills.
they've been absolutely robbed somewhere, haven't they?
Yeah.
Or just, been able to get revives up and, there was a lot of knocks, a lot of revives, but look at that. Like, just high from, like, most of the lobby.
Yeah.
Most of the and even those that didn't get animations, look, they've still got plenty of damage in there. So great effort from all the teams. So they might not have took any points, unfortunately, some of those teams, but still put in the work, still getting a chance to go head to head team, and you might lose, but you learn. So nice to see everybody on the board there with the damage.
Here we
And look, Origin Rook pushed themselves into the top 10 now,
They
62 points,
do.
but it's definitely closed up a little bit. KYS there just behind with 2. And Farvoys have had a very steady day. They really needed that. They were sitting quite low on the table, now in 12th and only 3 points behind the 10th place position.
They are indeed. I'm a bit surprised with 8-12 still being there in 19th. They have not moved up any sort of placements, but they have gone up in those points as well. So Livion, that's why, because Humble and Livion both did very well in this game.
Yeah.
So they just all kind of went up together rather than 8-12 moving up any placement there. So nice defensive playing for the overall standings from Humble and Livion. Shame for 8-12, but it's a really good game anyway, an excellent game coming in from them, very strong indeed. So they're looking good to continue up the ranks and vie for that top 10 position, because again, it's only 30 points difference.
Yeah, here is our head-to-head, and I'm not surprised by either of these, because PMEWL, of course, we've seen have a fantastic game there that was the Erangel game with those 9 kills, and of course 1 tap of Daj. And actually, Dagestan, I feel have been a bit missing today compared to yesterday.
Slightly.
Obviously, still performed very well. They had that one win as well, and then Miramar, unfortunately, coming in 3rd. So they were still there and one always featuring. But look at that head-to-head, 36 to 35. Damage, pretty much the same as well. But, survival time, the difference there for Dagestan. Those throwables too.
Everything is super close with these two girls. I've been having such a great game, a great day, and I think Dagestan, they have quietened up a little bit, but that's only because not counting, I didn't grab the screenshot for these results actually, but coming into Miramar, they were a good 80 points ahead of the rest of the lobby. So I think they can handle a couple of non-wins coming in here. Day 3, we'll see if maybe they might feel a little bit more sort of what's the word? Hesitant to kind of let those games go as we see these teams continuing to be putting in some big points. I mean, again, there's no gaps coming in here. So we will have to see what happens tomorrow for our next 5 games. That will be day number 4 of Phase 2. All these teams will be back on your screens, as will we. Same time, same place. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching and supporting us and your teams. Thanks to the teams for playing. It's been fun so far. But we will be wishing you a very good night, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Lost in space, superhero vibes up. Put your lights up if you wanna go.